I fucking love it. I fucking love it when OBS just suddenly decides that my fucking audio is no longer connected. I love that. I love that. I love it! Why does it keep doing that? So, alright. Starting off strong, I guess. Okay. Alright. Hello, chat. Welcome to my shit show. Welcome. It is I, Moth-Ass Supreme, for today. Hi, Darda. Hello. Alright, let's see. Who do we got? Hi, Reagan. Hi, Ash. Hi, Demon. Hi, Puck. Hi, Kismet. Hi, Kismet. Hello. Hi, Doc. Thank you for the 5 strokes, Zio. I fucking hate saying that. Hi, C. Why'd I call you that? I know you. Hi, Spartan. Hello. Hi, Lufu. Oh my god. We have so many strokes up in this chat. Thank you for the 7 strokes, Lufu. Thank you for the 55 strokes, Doc. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. Being all gay and shit. Hello, Ryzen. Hello. Fucking hi, Jammy. Hello, welcome. Hi, hola, Federico. Hola! 30 strokes, thank you. We're going strong. We're going strong with these strokes. Fuck. Hello, hi. Hello, everyone. Today is the day where I read you this really fucked up visual novel. My reading skills are shit. I'd like big number, go up. I have my noise suppression off because I love OBS noise suppression. It makes you peak like a motherfucker, so I turn it off. So if you can hear my AC, I'm sorry, but sacrifices need to be made. Otherwise, I'm going to roast and fucking die. I will die. Death will be had. Alright, let's see. Let me shrink. Shrinketh. Shrinkle. What? You didn't miss much. Well, that's a lie. That's a fucking lie. No, you missed a little bit. Hold on. Oh my fucking god, I hate this shit! Hold on. Wait a goddamn second. Hold on. Dude, oh my fucking god, that always fucks my ears. Like, not in a good way. Hold on, I could have sworn I saved the game. Why is it restarting? Oh, don't tell me that I didn't save any of my progress! No! Hi, Fox, hello. Did we miss the heat death of the universe? Maybe. Possibly. Oh my fucking god. That was the same intro we got last time. Oh, shit. I fucking hit... Whoops! I hit the wrong save file. I am so silly. I'm so fucking dumb, chat. It's already being demonstrated through my prowess. Oh, fucking Christ. Okay, let's fucking... Oh! Thank you for taking the time to see us. Koji says, his humble bow concealing his surprise at the doctor's youth. She do be a fine piece of ass, if I do say so myself. Even on her light makeup, she wouldn't look a day over 30. She must be quite talented to be a leading neurosurgeon at such a young age. This bitch is probably 40. I would still hit. Don't mention it. I was hoping somebody like you would come along. Her friendly smile has none of the coldness one might expect from her sharp, refined beauty. Yummers. Hi, Junbird. Hello! It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Tanbo, Fuminori's attending physician. You are absolutely not his friend anymore, man. Absolutely not. Hi, Master. Hello. I'm Fuminori's friend, Tono Koji. This is Tsukuba Yo. Fuck Yo in particular. Dr. Women. I know you're a man of culture. I know you're a man of culture. I look a little dark. I look a little dark for the scenery. Hold. Wait. Wait a minute! I feel like that hasn't gone anywhere. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yo gives a quick bow, her expression apologetic. When they arrived at the University Medical Center and asked to see Fuminori's doctor, Koji and Yo had been prepared for rejection. They hadn't expected the ease in which the request was granted.
崎坂君の件について話が聞きたいっていうことだけど、それは私の方でも同じでね。
You say you want to know what's going on with him, well, so do I.
Huh.
Beer goggles in fiction. What does that mean? Beer goggles? I'm sorry?
彼、一昨日の診察に来てくれなかったのよ。留守電に入れた伝言にも返事がないし。
Also, are the levels fine? Is everything fine? Is my volume fine? Is the game fine? Etc. Etc. Rubs my toes together like a fucking fly. He didn't come in for his checkup 2 days ago. I tried calling his home, but there was no answer. Two days ago, the same day Fuminori was searching that abandoned house, Koji frowned, wondering what was important enough for him to blow off his appointment.
彼、学校ではどんな様子？
Was he like that at school?
どうもこうも。もうめちゃくちゃです。
He's really fucked up! He did not say that. Seeing Yo's shoulders jerk from out of the corner of his eyes, Koji regrets not choosing his words more carefully.
事故の前とまるで人が違ったみたいに見えます。
Since the incident, he's been a completely different person.
僕たちもいろいろとどうしていいかわからなくて。
We have no idea what to do.
先生の話を伺えたらと。
We have no idea what to do, so we thought talking to you might help.
あなたたちも医大生？
Are you medical students too? She asked out of nowhere. I should be giving these people voices, but I feel like it's unrequired given how, like, voice acted this game is.
はい。
Huh? Well, yeah.
彼のカルテ、見てみたいと思う。
Would you like to see his chart?
見せてくれるんですか？そんなもの。
You'd really show it to us? Koji replies, incredulous.
そう思った人がいるみたいなのよ。それも病院には無断でね。
Dr. Tonbo regards him silently for a moment, then sighs and says someone wanted to see it and without the hospital's permission.
一昨日の晩、この病院に誰かが押し入ってね。保管庫から崎坂君のカルテを盗んでいったの。
His files were stolen from the archives 2 nights ago. That was Saya. She definitely did that shit.
どうですか？
What? What? Huh? She stares hard at the astonished students and shakes her head with a tired smile.
まあ、あなたたちは無関係そうね。ちょっと安心したわ。
Well, it doesn't look like you two were in a It doesn't look like you two were involved. That's a relief.
当たり前です。
Of course we aren't.
でも、犯人は崎坂君の容体に興味があるか、それとも彼の治療記録を消したかったのか。
However, the culprit must have had an interest in his condition or wanted to erase his records.
いずれにせよ、彼に関わりのある人間としか思えないわ。
Either way, I can only assume that it was just someone close to him.
はあ。
I see. An ominous shit. An ominous thought flashes through Koji's mind. It couldn't have been Fuminori himself, could it? Koji looks at Dr. Tonbo and finds her staring right back at him, her expression grave. He realizes that she must be harboring the same suspicion.
あなたには他に心当たりはない？崎坂君の知り合いでそういうことをやりかねないような人。
That damn blob of meat! What do you think? Do you have any idea who could have done it? Perhaps Dr. Tonbo didn't have anyone in mind when she asked, but Koji's thoughts immediately flew to that eerie house in which Fuminori led to him.
知り合いだか何なのか自分にもよくわからないんですが、多分医者か医学関係の人で、鴎外っていう。
I don't really know what their relationship is, but there's someone called Ogai, probably a doctor or a... Koji stopped speaking as he sees the dramatic change that had come across Dr. Tonbo's expression.
ご存知なんですか？
You know Dr. Ogai?
崎坂君がその男といつどうやって知り合ったのかわかる？
Do you know when and where Fuminori met this man?
いえ、こっちが知りたいぐらいです。先生、一体何者なんですか？あの鴎外っていう人は。
No, that's what I'd like to know. Just who is this Ogai? After remaining silent for some time, Dr. Tonro loses a heavy sigh.
いいわ。その気になれば簡単に調べがつくことだし。大貝正彦はうちの大学にいた教授よ。
Alright, it's not like you couldn't find out on your own. Ogai Masachiko was a doctor teaching at this
い
hospital.
ろいろと不祥事があって、半年以上前に免職になったけど。
He was dismissed over 6 months ago, however, following certain
不
incidents.
祥事って一体何を？
What incidents? What did he do?
そこから先は部外者に話せることじゃないわ。どのみち、咲坂君には何の関係もないことよ。
I can't say anymore. And anyway, it has nothing to do with your friend. Koji has no argument which to answer Dr. Tonbo's flat rejection. However, he can't shake the feeling that this Ogai person is the key to unraveling the mystery surrounding Fuminori.
先生、
Doctor, he
もしかしたら
says,
咲坂文則は刑事事件に関わっているかもしれないんです。
making up his mind, Fuminori might be involved in a crime. Bro! You don't... Just fucking throwing him under the bus like that, man. Come on. At this sudden declaration, both you and Dr. Tonro raised their eyebrows.
どういうこと？
What do you mean?
彼を訪ねていったっきり行方不明になってしまった人間がいます。もちろん文則は否定していますが。
A friend of ours went missing after going to see him. Fuminori denies any involvement, of course.
それってオミちゃんのこと？
So you mean Omi? Koji is unable to bear the shock in Yo's voice. Why do I keep calling her Yoi?
すまん、つくば。君には言えなかった。
Sorry, Scuba, I couldn't tell you. Dr. Tonbo is frowning, her expression even more serious than before. Brother, you are not making this better for anyone involved. Considering the fact that it wasn't even fucking Fuminori who did it!
その大貝という人物が
That damn
今
blob!
文則の関心の焦点になっているらしいんです。
Right now, this Ogai seems to be the center of Fuminori's
彼が
attention.
何者で文則が彼の何について探っているのか、それが分かれば少しは事情が見えてくるかもしれません。
Hi, Nana. Right now, blah, 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 blah. If we know who he is and what Fuminori's looking for, we might start to see the whole picture.
お願いです先生、教えてください。
Quite
この病
well.
院で一体何があったんですか？
Please tell us, Doctor, just what happened at this hospital? Ugh, dramatic sigh. Dr. Tonbo hesitates for some time, refusing to make eye contact, but she finally shakes her
ご
head.
めんなさい。こればかりは私の一存で話せる事柄じゃないの。
I'm sorry, this is not a decision I can make on my own.
先生、
Doctor!
でも少しだけ待って。私は私なりにいろいろと調べてみる。放っておける状況じゃないのはよく理解できたから。
Give me some time, I'll do my own investigating. Then I know how far this has gone.
お願いします。
Koji's out of options. And all that's left is to trust this young doctor. It's frustrating, but a friend's rights can only go so far.
お互い携帯の番号を交換しておきましょう。何か分かったら連絡するわ。あなたたちも何か新しい動きがあったらすぐに私に教えて。
Let's exchange cell phone numbers. I'll call you if I learn anything, and you can call me the moment anything
え
changes.
え、わかり
Alright.
ました。
Thumbs up emoji. Sure, why not? Is this Riz? Nothing happened though! Oh. Hold on. Sneaky bitch. What happened to me? Yosuke's awareness returns slowly as if though rising from a bog. He's cold. No, hot. Ooh, that sounds so inviting! Something itches like tepid tongues and cold slugs crawling over his skin. What the hell's going on? Timidly, he opens his eyes. I beg your finest fucking pardon? What? It's everywhere. The thing that attacked him in the living room, it's everywhere. Terror shatters Yosuke's reality. He throws off the thing lying on top of him, but his wild flailing sends him crashing to the floor. But is this really the floor? The long, wriggling fiber of what should be the carpet winding themselves around his fingers. The floor is made of worms. He tears his limbs free from the worms and tries to stand, but loses his balance and tumbles to the floor again. The worms immediately swarm over his body. Hi, Doom! Hello! Oh shit, sorry, skipped over that. My bad, my bad. Ah, shit. When he goes outside, however, all he can see is blood, bile, and rotten meat. There is no place to turn. What is this? Most terrifyingly of all, this hellish place has the same layout as Yosuke's house. In a half-mad daze, he wanders through this nightmarish mockery of his home. Oh, there's backlog? Where am I? Where did that thing take me? Yosuke crawls across the worm-ridden floor towards the only exit from the pulsating room. When he gets outside, okay. I had no idea there was a backlog. In the small room where your studio should be, he finds an easel made of bones displaying a blood-soaked canvas. Like some cruel joke, everything is exactly where it should be in Yosuke's studio. Oh god. Okay! Oh! Alright, sure. I mean, that works. That works. Howling, Yosuke lashes out at everything within his reach. The easel of bone shatters, driving splinters into his fist. He feels the pain, but does not wake from the nightmare. If this isn't a dream, then what is it? When his strength gives out, Yosuke falls to his knees, sobbing. For the first time in his life, he prays. The sound of the floor opening and closing grates on his ears. Oh, has he been afflicted with the same shit fucking Fuminori is? What the fuck? Thank you for the 3 strokes, Quill. Downstairs, the front door. Is someone else here? We're home! Yosuke trembles at the blood-curdling sound. It's that thing again. That monster has returned. Oh my god, I fucking hate it! Daddy, we're home. Where's dinner? That is... Oh my god. Hi, Funchucks. Hello. Oh, he's not here? Did he go shopping? Daddy! Dude, if this is all I was able to hear, I would fucking, like, I would lose my shit. You can adjust the text speed so you don't have to double click. Okay. Wookie! When can we eat? What the fuck is he holding? Yosuke hears the sound of something slimy sloshing its way up the stairs. Even as he cowers in terror, he slides his trembling hand across the floor and grabs some of the bones from the broken easel. The tip of the bone is nice and sharp. If he holds it in both hands and puts his weight behind it, he might be able to use it for defense himself. Honey, are you home? Oh god. The monster's growls are getting closer. Holding his breath, Yosuke presses his back against the wall next to the door. The pounding of his heart is like thunder in his ears, so loud that he fears his creature might hear it. Oh my god. Thank you for the bits, Gabe. Holy shit, you didn't have to do that. Jesus, that's a lot, man. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Penance for the dad joke. You didn't have to. Wait, I need some fucking chapstick. He knows it will eat him if it finds him again, but that's all he can do to keep from crying, dude. Fuck. At last, the door cracks open. Jesus fucking Christ, honey. He is going to fucking kill his own wife. Oh, man. Oh, fuck, man. Yosuke leaps on the creature as it enters. turning his roar into a high-pitched scream. The flesh beast is covered in sludge and vile juices, but before horror can paralyze him, Yosuke brings his bone stake striking down. Oh, this is so fucked up, man. The monster screams as the stake pierces its chest and punches through the other side. It falls back, writhing in agony. The sight of its pain sets Yosuke's blood on fire. I can win. I can kill it. If I finish it off before it enters my head again, I'm safe. I know he's killing not just his wife, but his child. I'm well aware of the scenario. That doesn't make it fucking better. Oh, man. Oh, man. High-legged. Hello. Yosuke grabs the bone and twists it with all his might. The monster convulses and gurgles, its trembling tentacles reaching up as though begging for help. Oh my god. Yosuke knocks it to the floor, then brings his heel crashing down his flopping body again and again. With each stomp, it grows and spasms grow weaker. Then the monster oh my fucking god. When the monster at last stops switching, Yosuke, panting hard, tears the stake from its corpse and rises to his feet. Daddy? Something squeals. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yosuke turns around to see another smaller monster peeking out at him from the stair landing. There's still one left. His desperate, rage-filled attack both exhilarated him and gave him a taste for violence. This won't be easier. It's smaller and weaker. Grinning maniacally, Yosuke raises a stake and moves towards the second creature. The monster flees, screaming down the stairs. He isn't even questioning anything. Like, he's just killing everything in sight. Oh, man. Not about to let his prey escape, Yosuke roars and gives chase. The thought that killing the monsters might end this nightmare feed his savage bloodlust. Oh my fucking... When the monster trips and falls in the dining room, Yosuke leaps on top of it and brings the stake crashing down, his bloodlust unsated. He pulls it free, then drives it again into the monster's flesh. Once, twice, 3 times, and more, until there's nothing left but shredded, pulverized meat. Eventually, the only sound in the house is Yosuke's heavy breathing. He has slain 2 monsters, but the nightmare shows no signs of ending. Oh, man. I might need some Hello Kitty Island adventure after this, bro, same. Yosuke staggers to the front of the door and goes outside. Oh. The sky, the city, everything has gone mad. Twisted shapes, nauseating colors, stinking air. There's no escape, no end to the nightmare. The last remnant of Yosuke's sanity vanishes like the dust in the wind. Hi, mister! Yosuke turns to the sound of a girl's voice. We are in the meat dimension, mules. That is correct. Who is she? That's Saya. She is standing in front of the house next door, wearing a spotless one piece over her pure white skin. In the midst of this filth-ridden world, she alone glows with beauty. How do I look to you, mister? You're very cute. Yosuke feels a sudden black lust rise within him. Really? Then the experiment might be a success! Oh! I'm gonna fucking throw up! Oh! Yosuke walks up to the strangely jubilant girl and brushes his hand against her long, smooth hair. Such a lovely girl. You must be the only one in the whole world. Mister? She looks up at the man towering over her, perhaps disturbed by his hungry stare. How about we play a game, girl? Okay, but what are we gonna do? A grin parts Yosuke's lips as he replies. Taya, can you, like, fucking put him out of his misery, please? Everything that will please me, of course. What the fuck, man? With that, he grabs the girl's collar and tears the front of her dress wide open. Send this fucking man to jail. Shock and fear twist the lovely girl's delicate features, stimulating Yosuke's sadism. Even after killing those two monsters, the embers of violence still smolder in his heart, and now they have new fuel to burn. Oh, I like that expression on you. Won't you show me an even prettier one? Yeah. The terrified girl flees into the Sakisaka house. Yosuke runs after her, feeling the joy of the hunt. Oh my fucking god! Even in desperation, she has no hope of fuck. Okay, hold on. Let me center myself. She has no hope of outrunning his longer stride. Yosuke charges down the hallway and catches up to her in the kitchen. He grabs her from behind and wrestles her to the floor before she can resist. Why? Why? What the fuck? Oh my fucking god. Fuck, I hate this. Enjoying the sensation of her thin arm struggling futilely against his grip, Yosuke uses his weight to hold her down while ripping off her remaining flap of throat. I am so fucking uncomfortable right now. Yosuke stares at the smooth, perfect body of the girl flopping beneath him. The thought of... Oh my fucking god, I fucking hate that I have to read this. Oh my god. The thought of violating such an immaculate creature amid the horrors of this twisted world is irresistibly erotic. Oh my fucking god, man. Oh, thank you for the 3 strokes meal. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Oh my fucking god. Hello Kitty, anybody? Yosuke runs his tongue over her stomach and chest as though preparing to eat her whole. Literally. She stiffens and whimpers at the sensation. Oh, fuck. Oh my fucking god. Okay, I really wasn't expecting this. Her tear-choked voice satisfies Yosuke's lust for conquest. This nightmare has violated him, but now he is able to visit the same torment on this innocent girl where he was the victim. He is now the victimizer. The release he feels is intoxicating. No, stop! I'm scared for me. Why wasn't that voiced? Why wasn't that voice acted? I am so fucking glad this is censored. I haven't done anything yet. Putting his mouth close to the sobbing girl's ear, Yosuke whispers, "If you're this scared already, how will you scream when I... Ah! Oh my fucking god. Oh. Why do I feel bad for the blob? I feel bad for the blob because it is undeserving of that. Even if she kills people, she doesn't know why. She's just fucking stupid. She's just stupid. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. She has no understanding of good and evil. I know she's a weird amorphous fucking blob person. I wouldn't think something like that would have any sense of like right or wrong. It's just an amorphous blob. Yeah, think of the rabbit. As always, the sights of the city grate on my nerves. Today, however, I don't feel as much hatred as I usually do. I have grown more accustomed to my condition, but that is not the reason of today's high spirits. My search of the Ogai house has finally borne fruit. Yeah. When I pulled all the drawers out of the desk in the study, I found an envelope stuck between the desk and the wall. It must have fallen off the back of the tray. Of the writing tray. I should have put a content warning to begin with. Sorry. I didn't think it would get this fucked up. I was incorrect. Very incorrect. I apologize. Inside, there were 3 outdoor photographs. I couldn't recognize the scenery due to my condition, but I'm pretty sure that they show 3 buildings. Scrawled on the back of each photo was an address. Nagano Prefecture, M Village, Tochigi Prefecture, S-Town, Shizuoka Prefecture, H-Town. None of the names. Wait, is that a typo? None of the names is familiar. I don't think it's a typo. So they must be way out in this countryside. The photos are all dated more than 10 years ago. I don't know why they were all taken or what they mean, but maybe Saya will be able to make some sense of them. Oh. In any case, this is something that even Saya missed while she was living in that house. I wonder how she'll react when I show her what I found. Saya, I want to so badly see her. The thought of her waiting for me speeds my footsteps. When I step through the gate, I see oh god. I see that the front door is wide open again. And the second time this has happened. Why do people keep breaking into my shit, man? Oh my fucking god! Ah! Upon entering the house this time, however, the sound of Saya crying chills my blood. Fuminari, get his fucking ass! And it's not just her, I also hear a low, wet grunting. Please kill this man! There's no time, I take off my shoes, I race down the hallway, propelled by a terrifying premonition. Kill him! Kill him! Oh! Oh, fuck! Oh, I hate it here. The filth oozing from its body spreads across her skin as it moves with animal ferocity. She looks at me with tear-filled eyes and calls my name in a weak, breathless voice. Oh my fucking god. Kill him! The monster stops gorging itself on Saya's body and turns its head to look at me. Surprised by my own composure, I slip past it and grab the meat cleaver sitting next to the sink. Without a moment's hesitation, I slash the monster's face. Good man! Good man, Fuminari! God! It screams, staggers away from Saya. My attack must have blinded it because it flails its tentacles wildly as it tries to drive me away. My bloodlust will be unsated. I calmly seize one of the appendages and punch my weapon twice and more into its quivering flesh. The blade enters its body with a fascinating ease. Each strike sprays my face with its blood. As I carve the monster to pieces and savor its hideous screams, my mind is finally consumed by rage. No mercy, I'll see this monster suffer for what he's done to Saya. You fucking justified, honestly. Fucking justified. I give myself to the fury, howling at the top of my lungs as I slash and slash and slash. Even after the flesh beast stops moving, I keep slashing until I realize that it can no longer feel pain. Oh, man. The backlog. Let's see. This is fucking intense! Cursing myself for killing it too quickly, I stabbed the cleaver into the floor, snapping it in half. When my thoughts finally begin to regain some cohesion, I find myself still digging out the broken knife into the floor. The monster is gone, but the pieces of it are scattered everywhere. What the fuck was that?
Saya.
Oh my fucking god, man. I stop cutting into the tile, and in sudden silence I hear Saya's faint sobs coming from the corner of the kitchen. I pull the cowering Saya into my arms. She stiffens in fear at first, but as soon as she realizes that it's me, she clings to my body and cries. Oh my god. I don't know what to say. I can only keep holding her. This should have never happened to Saya. Everything in this twisted world is to blame. Yes, including myself. I couldn't protect her. If I'd have been there, then maybe it could have prevented this. Oh man, I feel so fucking bad for her. Jesus fucking Christ. This sold you? It's a good game. But fuck, man. Jesus Christ. Hi, Ice! I'm sorry, she says again and again in a voice choked with tears. Not wanting to hear that from her, I pull her head into my chest. Don't say that, Saya. It's not your fault. I try to reassure her, but she shakes her head vigorously in denial. Well, you did! You did, however... However... God, Jesus fucking Christ. No, it is. I did it. I don't understand. What is she saying? You did what? However, comma, Hola, que peluche! This was from the same dude who wrote Madoka Magica. Yes, it is. Bacon, thank you, Doomslayer, for the 3 strokes. And thank you, Capelucha, for the 3 strokes. Thank you. Yup, same guy. She did what with her sister? Kalia! Hi, Kalia. Hello. Yeah, he's written a bunch of other shit. I mess with his brain, she answers, glancing at the dismembered monster with her swollen eyes. I made the inside of his head the same as yours. I made him see the world like you do. It takes some time to understand the meaning of Saya's words. What? But how? She's so fucking cute. Finally regaining her composure, Saya responds to my confusion in a low voice. I can do stuff like that. I can change the bodies of other living things. I've had this ability since I was born. The forehead is pretty large, I will say. Every organism is different, so I have to study them in detail before I know how to change them. By doing some research, I figured out what happened to your brain. So I wanted to see if I could do the same thing to someone else. But why? Oh, you naive little shit. I thought that if everyone were like you, they would all be kind to me. My heart aches at the loneliness in her voice as she confesses her sorrowful wish. That man, he wasn't kind at all. Oh. starts crying into my chest again, unable to say anymore. I gently rub her back while trying to get my jumbled thoughts together. What is Saya, and what can she do? And that she can do such a thing? The answer is beyond me. However, there's one thing I can answer, here and now. Saya is mistaken. You think that I'm kind to you because of that accident? Yeah, she nods sadly. I smile and I shake my head. You're wrong! That was only the beginning.
そんな簡単なことじゃん。僕とさやが出会って、それから2人で過ごした時間のその一日一日の積み重ねが今の僕らの関係を作ってるんだ。わかるかい？
Our relationship is the sum of so much more. The time you and I had spent together, those days, those experiences, are what made us what we are.
みのり。
あの日から今日までさやと一緒にいた僕だから、さやに優しくして大切にしてあげたいって。
You've been there for me, Saya, sharing my pain, giving me hope and joy.
そう思う僕になった。そう思われるさやになったんだ。これって大変なことだろう。
That's how I know. That's how you became so important to me. See? It's harder than you think. Saya's still crying, but now her tears feel warm against my chest.
わかってる。さっき、やっとわかった。
Yeah, I understand. I finally understand. Her smile shines through her tears.
さやには文則しかいないんだって。文則みたいな人はもう他に誰もいないんだって。
I only have you, Fuminori. There will never be anyone else. Anyone else? Fuck! Oh, fuck. Fuck, glorp shit. Now more than ever before, I feel the depth of the bond between us, and I'm sure that Saya feels it too. I wrap my arms tightly around her and I seal her lips with mine. Saya responds, winding her arms around my neck as our tongues desperately seek each other's warmth. Now is not the time to be fucking, you guys! Now is not the time! This dude wrote Madoka, yes. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Not the moment to be tongue fucking your girl, buddy! God! I'm so sorry! Fuck me, bro! Hold on. Give me a second. I need to fucking... I need to blow my fucking nose. Dude is straight Frenching a slug! Oh my fucking god, man! Oh fuck! The snail from Turbo! I shouldn't be fucking laughing! You guys are going to hell! Oh my god, what? Fuck you guys! The fucking starburst nail stops! I fucking hate you people! God damn it! Fuck! Oh fuck, I need hold on! Fuck! At this moment, Saya is my whole world, and I am hers! The earth turns for us alone, sure buddy! Of course, I still haven't told her something very important. I don't know why I've never said it before, perhaps because it was so obvious. However, I should put it into words at least once, this oath of mine. Saya, Girl, why your forehead so big? Why forehead so big? Wait. She stops me with a finger against my lips. Shush! Shush! Shush, queer! Hush! Hush now! Hush! Code Lyoko as forehead. before that, Fuminori, tell me one thing. What do you want?
僕の望み。
They're just making out next to a corpse. Hey! Hey! Some people have hobbies, man. What do I want? Saya nods, staring into my eyes with unusual solemnity.
さっきも言ったけど、私には私にしかできない方法で生き物の体に干渉できる。Would you still love me if I was a worm? Would you still love me if I was a worm?
Hi, everybody for voice acting. Free lube. No. You're going to fucking gulag for that one, buddy. Never speak again. Never speak again. Like I said, I can affect the bodies of the living things in a way that no one else can. Oh, oopsie.
人間の脳をいじる方法もこれでちゃんと確認が取れたわ。
Palm that shit. Hi, Glory. Hello. And now that I've learned how to manipulate human brains, Saya pauses and takes a deep breath before continuing. You're gonna see how fucking ugly I am!
今ならあなたの頭を元の状態に戻すこともできるの。
I can turn you back to normal.
なんだって。
What? You know this entire time, you bitch! Until now, that hasn't even been the rebel
その
possibility.
人にやったのと逆のことを文則にしてあげればいいだけ。とっても簡単なことよ。
I just have to do the opposite of what I did to that man. It's really simple. I replaced Haya's words in my head just to be sure of their meaning. Bro, once you see that amorphous blob, you're gonna want that fucking meat tunnel vision back.
だから文則、
Oh, tell me,
あ
Fuminori.
なたが昔の暮らしに戻りたいかどうか、あの事故で失ったものを取り戻したいのかどうか。
Imagine if the lead guy was actually Joseph Joestar and this is secretly the story of where Josuke came from. Fuck you! No, man, no. You're going to hell. You're going to hell. Now tell me, Fuminori, do you want to return to your old life? You want to take back what you lost in that accident? Girl, I think you fucking made him this way. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god. What? Uh-oh. Quick save. Oh, we are. I said it in Joseph's voice. Oh my god! Actual gameplay. Oh man. Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh man. Hermit Purple! When in doubt, scream Hermit Purple at your enemy. In this case, at the flesh lolly that is in front of you. Make one of the two decisions in this game. I mean, it's flip a coin! This is serious shit! We're committing to this bit! We are committing to this bit! I don't know. On that terrible day when I first opened my eyes after that accident, what would my answer have been? One leads to an ending if you want that. Ah yes, the plausible deniability ending. Yes, absolutely. The plausible deniability ending. Which means... no accountability for my actions ever! Yay, I get to live in blissful denial! Yay! When I think back on this many years from now, will I wish that my answers today would have been different? She can technically do it whenever, man! Doesn't matter, here at this moment, there's no doubt within my
あの
mind.
人は誰だったんだい。
Who was that? I asked Saya, looking at the unidentifiable pieces of the monster.
隣の家に住んでたおじさん。名前は知らないけど、
The man living next door. I don't know his name.
鈴見さんか。
Oh, Mr. Suzumi. He was hardly a stranger. We've been neighbors for as long as I can remember. I'd go so far as to say we were on good terms before that accident. Now I've killed him with my own two hands. I feel little. I feel little. Oh, I feel little. Mr. Rogers! God damn it, chat! Mr. Yosuke! Yosuke! Mr. Suzumi, the kindly painter who lived next door, is but a distant memory. The pieces of meat on the ground. The pieces of meat around me belong to a creature whose mere existence was nauseating. Only by killing the vermin could I find relief. He complained about my yard being filthy. The swine. The swine! Ashoko. It doesn't matter what Saya did. He wasn't worth keeping alive anyway. These are my honest feelings. My hands are wet with another man's blood, and yet I am utterly calm. Now I know what I lost in that accident. Saya says that I can take it back. But now I know that I cannot. It's gone forever. Like the life of the man who called... Like the life of the man called Suzumi.
なあさえ。僕の異常を治すことは医者には絶対できないことだったんだ。
I'm doing spectacular! Hey Saya, no doctor could possibly fix my condition, you know.
みのり
人間にできないことを簡単にできるっていう君は人間じゃないんだね。
You can do what no human is capable of. You're not human, are you?
うん
Saya looks away, her expression unreadable. Everything is monstrous and loathsome in my eyes. Everything but Saya. I thought she was somehow unique. I was wrong. I see her just as I do everything else, as something other than what she really is. But why should that surprise me? Saya is a part of my world, just as I am a part of hers. Doesn't change what we are to each other. As I stand and walk over to Susumi's dismembered corpse.
昔読んだ漫画でさ、事故から生き返ったせいで世界が当たり前に見えなくなる男の話があった。今の僕みたいにね。
Foolish Fuminori have 7 doctors and bullshit. I read this manga once about a man who recovered from an accident only to find that he could no longer see the world as it was. Kind of like me. He's a professional victim! I finally realized that even though the stench of these monsters' flesh turns my stomach, their blood and guts smell pretty good. In fact, I know this fragrance quite well.
その男の目には人間が石くれに、機械のロボットが美女に見えるんだ。
He saw people as rocks and robots as beautiful women.
だから男は人とは似ても似つかないロボットに恋をしてしまうんだ。
And soon, he fell in love with something that wasn't even remotely human. I retrieve the cleaver, pick up a piece of Suzumi's body, and start removing the skin and tendons. Ah, just as I thought. The stuff underneath is exactly the same as what Sai and I have been eating.
これうまそうだし食べちゃおうか。
Well, he has completely lost his fucking shit. This man is fucking gone. Gone. Hey, this looks pretty good. Let's eat it.
みのり
ごめん。今はそんな気分になれないよね。
I saw robots as beautiful women. Me too, bitch. You ain't special. I'm sorry. You're not in the mood for that now, are you?
でも死んじゃえば肉は肉だし、捨てるのももったいないと思わないか。また冷蔵庫にしまっておこうよ。
Oh, sorry. You're not in the mood for that, are you? Now that it's dead, though, meat is meat. It'd be waste to throw it away. We should get it in the fridge.
あなたはいいの Is that alright with you?
Sure. I answer easily. There's no longer any room for doubt in my mind. I'm gone fucking insane!
あと隣の家に奥さんと娘さんがいるはずなんだ。旦那がいなくなったら騒ぐかもしれないし、通報される前に飼っとこうと思うんだが。
Sir, lucky for you, they are fucking dead. They are dead. Deader than a fucking doornail. Oh my my god. Also, his wife and daughter are probably next door. They might cause trouble when he doesn't come home. We better hunt them down before they go to the police.
そんな風であなたはいいの Is that really what you want?
Saya asks again, this time with the trace of fear in her voice. I guess I still haven't convinced her of my sincerity.
さっきの漫画の話だとね、人でないものを愛した男は最後に自分が人間であることをやめて恋を成就させるんだ。
So at the end of this manga, the man who fell for something inhuman gives up his own humanity for the sake of their love. Good to know where your mental state is, buddy.
ハッピーエンドだよ。だろ？
A happy ending, don't you think?
さやと一緒にいられるのなら僕はもう何もいらない。
When the fucking sentient blob of meat is questioning your fucking decisions, I think there is something wrong with you. I think there is something wrong with you. Full Metal Alchemist. Close enough! Reborn in another world where everyone is a piñata full of delicious candy. Dude, please don't tell me that's a real thing. You're all I need now, Saya. Nothing else matters as long as we're together. Tossing the knife and meat aside, I pull Saya into my arms once more.
言ってもいいよね。さや、君のこと愛してる。
I can say it now, can't I? Saya, I love you. I love you! As Saya wipes away the tears flowing from her eyes, I can no longer see any hint of fear in her face.
あなたのこと後悔させたくないのになのに
I don't want you to regret this, but... I have sworn my oath, and Saya has accepted it. We have nothing to fear now. Saya will never need to cry again. Unless someone just decides to randomly assault her again, I fucking guess.
でも嬉しい私って身勝手だよね
I can't help it. I'm so happy. I guess I'm pretty selfish, aren't I?
身勝手でいいよ。さやのわがままなら聞くよ、僕は。
I don't mind. I'll always indulge your selfishness. Filled with contentment, we exchange a smile and set to the task of cleaning the room. How do you possibly clean a room when it looks like this? Single person produces a lot more meat than I expected. Speaking of, I seem to remember doing something similar before.
あとの2人だけど多分おじさんが殺してる悲鳴
Imagination.
とか聞こえたし
About his wife and daughter. I think he killed them. I heard their screams.
そうか。そりゃ
Well, that just makes things easier. Fuck yeah! After we finish here, we should go gather the meat from the Suzumi house. That should be enough to hold us for a while. And we can use the refrigerator to store something that won't fit in ours. That's a great idea, Fuminori. It's all coming together. Sai and I will be just fine. Yeah, no, you know, until the authorities realize that there's something deeply wrong here.
この写真知ってる
I think I recognize this picture. After we finish our labors and getting to bed, I show Saya what I found in Ogai's
この
house.
一枚見覚えがあるよ確かにさやの知ってる場所
It looks familiar. Yeah, I've definitely been there. The photograph that Saya has selected is the one with the Tochigi Prefecture address in the back. Ad starting. Are they really? Are they really? Can I say this with certainty? Time for a 3-minute shower! Yay! Speaking of which, I will be right back. I'm gonna grab something to drink. I am back with some hydration. Hello, Deke. Welcome. Shut! Silence! Wench!
これは家だよね。それと木と山。
That's a house, right? I see trees and mountains.
そう。文則すごいね。写真も見られるようになった？
I really wish my Tumblr— I fucking, like, put some tea in my Tumblr the other day and the fucking, like, flavor is just permeated into the fucking thing. I hate it. Because whenever I put water into it, it just tastes like the aftertaste of the fucking tea. Fuck! Damn it all! Oh, yeah, Fuminori. You can see pictures now? Fuck, I need to, like, I need to settle on her fucking voice. I feel very cringe doing that kind of fucking voice. A little. At the outset of my ordeal, I had to depend entirely on my sense of distance to decipher what I saw. The houses in front of me, the mountains far behind them, the clouds high above, only distance and scale told me what they were. Photographs and other flat images used to be nearly impossible to make out. Recently, however, I've gotten better at understanding what things are by their shape. I know that the mountains and sky look like... what the mountains and sky look like, for instance. I know how to tell them apart from buildings. What? What? Motherfucker? Each of the 3 pictures shows a similar scene. A lone house in the middle of a thick forest.
パパはね、別荘だって言ってた。ここにいれば誰にも見つからないって。
I wonder if Saya is like an experiment made by her alleged father.
I called it as a treaty. She said that no one would find us there.
Huh. Fuck! Backlog it is. Judging by the address on the back of each photo, they probably are excellent places to hide from prying eyes, but why 3? Me as fuck. The dates are pretty old. What are you doing, son? What are you doing, son? What is it doing? What is it doing? What is it doing? Why does it do? Why does it do? My fucking bird is once again distracting me. Okay, man. Alright. Alright. The dates are pretty old, and it seems odd that they were all taken within a few days of each other. Maybe he was scouting properties, looking for the perfect location for its hideaway. Saya recognizes only one of the houses, so that must be one of the one Ogai picked. Checking the location of on the road map of the Kanto area, I find that it's about 3 hours out of Tokyo by car.
お父さんがここにいる可能性は
Do you think your father will be there?
電話してみたけど出なかったよ。多分いないと思う。
I tried calling him, but he doesn't answer. I don't think he's there.
でも最近に立ち寄ったことはあるかもしれないよね。
But he might have stopped by recently. The way I see it... Stop attacking my microphone, you little shithead! The way I see it, our only hope of finding Ogai is to follow whatever lead we have, no matter how small. The probability that his hideout will yield useful information might be low, but it's not zero.
明日にでも行ってみようかな、ここ。
I'll check this place out tomorrow. Do you have to? Saya pouts. I wasn't expecting her to
で
object.
もここ
行って調べて帰ってきても、まあ半日もあれば十分さ。
Isn't it far? It'll only take about a day or two to get there. Check it out and come back.
その間さやはお留守番なの？
I have to stay by myself while you're gone? So that's what it is. Slightly exasperated, I smile and rub Saya's head.
少しは我慢してくれよ。な？そやだってお父さんのこと見つけたいんだろ。
Be a little patient, okay? You want to find your father too, don't you?
うん。
Not really. After a brief silence, during which her expression is hard to decipher, Saya looks up at me and says,
ねえふみのりパパのことはもういいよ。
Hey, Fuminori, let's forget about Dad.
え？
Huh? That's the last thing I expected her to say.
いいって、でも君のお父さんだろ？心配じゃないのか？
Forget about him, but he's your father. Aren't you worried?
いいの。私にはもうふみのりがいるし。
Not anymore, Saya says, coming closer to feel my warmth. I have you now.
パパって言っても本当の意味でのお父さんっていうわけじゃないの。
I call him Dad, but he's not really my father.
さやのことを教育してくれたし、ある意味では愛してくれてたのかもしれないけど、でもふみのりの方が優しくてあったかい。
He taught me a lot, and probably loved me in his own way, but you're kinder and warmer. Saya's words make me happy, but I also hear the loneliness in them.
本当に僕だけでもいいのか？
Are you really alright with that?
うん。ふみのりは嫌？さやと二人っきりじゃ。
Yeah, don't you like it being just the two of us?
いや、でも、そうだな。やっぱり大貝教授には会ってみたい。
I do, but I also want to meet Dr. Ogai. Stop. Having finally figured out how to explain my feelings, I continue.
さやのことをもっとよく知りたいから、僕以外にさやのことを知ってる人がいるなら、ぜひ会ってみたい。
I want to get to know you better, but if there's someone who knows a lot more about you than I do, I have to meet them.
そう
Oh.
なんだ。
Saya doesn't seem upset, but she does tilt her head quizzically, as if though my thoughts are strange to her.
それに、やっぱり明日この場所に行ってみよう。
Stop it. Are you stuck to my shirt again? You are a master at getting stuck. Christ. And I also want to... Yeah, I'm gonna check it out tomorrow. Another plan has started to form in my head, one separate from the search from Dr. Ogai. If I can find the doctor there, great. If I don't, well, I think I can find another use for his mountain retreat.
さや、寂しいかもしれないけど、ちょっと我慢して待っててくれ。
I know you'll be lonely, but try to bear with it for a little while. Okay, she nods, then looks questioningly into my eyes.
やっぱりふみのりにはさ、家族とか友達とかもっともっと大勢いた方がいいのかな。
Minori, you really want a family and friends, don't you? More people you can spend time with.
そりゃ、その方が楽しいだろうね。
Oh, that would be more fun, yeah. Fearing that Saya will start sulking, I hurriedly
で
add.
も勘違いしないでくれよ。たとえそういう人たちに囲まれて暮らしてたとしても、さやだけは僕にとって特別な一人なんだからね。
This man is not thinking ahead. But don't get me wrong, even if I had a lot of friends, you'll always be special to me. Okay, man, whatever you say.
ありがとう。
I know, thanks. Oh, he's using his head. Oh yeah, the fucking one downstairs, maybe. Giggling, Saya rubs her cheek against mine.
さやもふみのりが喜びそうなこと、ふみのりのためだけに頑張るからね。
I can't even fucking touch you without you getting aggressive. Stop it. Stop it, you fucking idiot. Where are you going? Where is it going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Why are you going? Ow! This is not my fault! You getting stuck to my shirt is not my fault. Enough. Enough. To the boondocks with you. God damn it. Okay. I'll find something to make you happy. Something just for you. Is he a college student? He might be like in his 20s or some shit. Today all of Koji's classes were in the morning. On his way to meet Yo for lunch, after his final lecture, Koji suddenly gets a call in the middle of the hallway. Without thinking, he reaches for his belt for his new camera phone, but curses when he realizes the ringtone is coming from an old phone in his bag. He hasn't- Shut up! Make it stop! Make it stop! He hasn't transferred his contact list yet, and calls still come from his old phone for people don't know the new number. When he finally finishes, fuck! I just want this to fucking stop. Oh, what does he want? It's hard to be happy about a call from Fuminori after the incident at the Ogai house. Hello? Hey Koji, you're done with class for today, right? Yeah. Of course Fuminori would know that Koji is free on Thursday afternoons. I need to talk to you about something. Can you come to the parking lot? Now? Yeah, I'll be waiting. Fuminori hangs out without any other word. What's gotten into him? What does he want? Koji wonders as he sticks the phone into his jacket pocket. This sudden change is disturbing after a week of Fuminori avoiding both Koji and Yo. Maybe he's finally ready to talk, in which case Koji should probably consider this a good thing. However, he can't shake the feeling that something is wrong. Something is wrong, man.
待たせたか?
Did I keep you waiting?
いや。
Nope. In the parking lot, Koji finds Fuminori leaning against the fender of Koji's car. The last time they met was in the darkness of an abandoned house. This is the first time in over a week that they've spoken face to face. In the light. Perhaps it was... I might be stupid. Perhaps that is why Koji senses something strange from Fuminori's expression. He's not sure what exactly, but something has changed.
前にも話したと思うが、僕は今、オーガイっていう人についていろいろと調べ
Why
な
are
きゃ
you
な。
happy all of a sudden, man? Hi, Hattie. Bye, Hattie. I think I told you that I'm looking for information on a man named
そう
Ogai.
らしいな。
Yeah, I got that. Why are you being so fucking friendly all of a sudden,
それ
huh?
がな、ここに来ていろいろと難しくなってきたんだ。やっぱり、僕一人じゃ無理かもなって。
Well, it's starting to get more complicated. It looks like I can't handle it by myself after all. Fuminori seems more relaxed than before. He used to be all tense all the time. Like he was terrified of something. Now his expression is calm. He's even wearing what resembles a sheepish grin.
お前にも手伝ってほしいんだ、コウジ。
I need your help, Koji. Nevertheless, some instinct is telling Koji that Fuminori's changes are not for the better.
一体どういう風の吹き回しだ？
Why the sudden change of heart? Koji asked, keeping his expression neutral to conceal his suspicion.
だって、お前も関心あるんだろ、コウジ。
You're curious, aren't you? Fuminori responds coolly. His smile, unreadable as ever, offers no glimpse of his true motives.
お前も僕とお前とでバラバラに探すなんて二度手間だよ。どうせなら、協力してもっと効率的にやろう。
You searched after Ogai's house after me. It's a waste of time for us to look for him separately. We should team up. Why? Why does he sense malice? Thick and vicious, lurking behind Fuminori's smile.
ともかく、今日は足が必要なんだ。車を出してくれないか。
Anyway, I need your car today. Mind driving?
まあ、構わんが。
I guess not. Fuminori's car was destroyed in that accident, so Koji isn't surprised that he needs a lift. Koji unlocks his car and gestures for Fuminori to take the passenger seat, then gets behind the wheel and starts the engine. Right, they're fucking... It's so fucking weird how it's like... The steering wheel is opposite of the end.
で、どこに行くんだ？
I can't... That's just so fucking foreign to me. Well, where are we going?
栃木の北の方。那須高原の近所だな。
North Tochigi, near the Nasu Heights.
栃木？
Tochigi? Koji can't believe his
住
ears.
所はこれだ。この建物を探してほしい。
Here's the address, Fuminori says, handing Koji a photo with an address on the back. We need to find this building. He seriously expects to be driven over 100 kilometers and back? Koji doesn't know whether to be angry or
今から出
impressed.
発すれば、夕方頃には着くだろう。
If we leave now, we should get there by evening, right?
まあ、そうかもしれんが。
Yeah, maybe. Koji sighs heavily, tapping the steering wheel as he calms himself down. Now that he's come this far, the only thing he can do is see his friend's craziness through the end.
別荘か何かだ、これは。
Is this a vacation home or something?
多分、そこに大貝教授もいるらしい。
Probably Dr. Oga should be there. Koji isn't looking forward to meeting the owner of that creepy house, but he's even more uneasy about letting Fuminori go alone. It looks like he has just to grin and bear it.
東京に戻るのは夜中かもな。
We might not get back until night.
悪いな。
Sorry for the
世話を
trouble.
かけて。
いいさ。
Don't mention it. Koji drives out of the parking lot, leaving the rest. Whatever. Fuminori's smile seems wrong somehow, like a mask hiding his true face. Yu finds herself sitting alone in the cafeteria, searching for a familiar face as her lunch cools on the table in front of her. She was hoping to see Koji today, but he must have had other plans. That wouldn't be at all unusual. Normally, Omi and Fuminori would pick up the slack. But Omi and Fuminori aren't here anymore. Yo puts down her chopsticks, her appetite's ruined by lack of company, and by the anxiety eating at her. Omi's missing, Fuminori has turned on her, and now she has no idea why. If Koji were here, she would count on him to distract her with some idle conversation. Now that she's all by herself, Yo becomes keenly aware of how little tolerances she has for her loneliness. She begins to feel paranoid, like the whole world is plotting to take from her everything that she cherishes. What is going on here? Where's Omi gone? Is Fuminori really unrelated to her disappearance? Or is he the key to this mystery, as Koji and Dr. Tanbo suspect? Yo recalls the events of last Thursday, alone and without an outlet for her pain after Fuminori verbally eviscerated her. Yo was lucky enough to run into Koji. Although he could hardly make her problem go away, his kindness was comfort. Do we know what happened to Omi? Omi's dead! Saya literally killed her. At the same time, Omi was on her way to Fuminori's house, and she hasn't been heard from since. Yo has only been aware of Fuminori's connection to Omi's disappearance since yesterday, when Koji revealed the truth during their visit to the hospital. What if a new possibility occurs to her? A reason for why Omi suddenly decided to visit Fuminori. They were shacking up together! Oh my god, that whore! What if it hadn't been a coincidence that Yo ran into Koji that day? What if Koji and Omi had known that what transpired between her and Fuminori, and had decided to act separately? Omi might have seen the confrontation in the courtyard. She might have been eavesdropping. It's not unthinkable. As the idea forms in her mind, Yo feels as though something is tearing apart her body from the inside. It's only a possibility, but if it's true, then whatever happened to Omi is Yo's responsibility too, isn't it? Not really. Yo clutches her head, groaning in agony. The food in her tray is now cold. Not that she would have eaten it anyway. Despite her frustration and anxiety, Yo isn't able to act on her own. She has never been good at adapting to challenges, and no one would ever call her proactive. She hasn't the slightest idea how to respond to the situation. If Omi were here, she would probably tell Yo to think positive and trust her instincts. Yo has always depended on her best friend's energy. Now that Omi's gone, Yo realizes just how weak and useless she is. Jesus. She can only sink deeper and deeper into the abyss of self-loathing. The sudden ringing of her phone pulls her back from the brink of despair. It's a text message. There's no title. The sender is... Omi. Yo cries out in shock. The message itself is even more baffling. If you want to know about Sakisaka Fuminori, come to his house alone. Tell no one. The fuck? The message bears no trace of Omi's personality, but Yo can't deny that was sent from her phone. She takes a deep breath to calm herself before typing her reply, taking care that the excitement doesn't cause her fingers to slip. Is that you, Omi? Where are you? Yo presses send. The screen shows that her message was received, and she waits for a reply. As she waits for a reply, her mind fills with questions. Someone else using Omi's phone to send her messages. If so, why to her? Something suddenly occurs to her. She and Omi have exchanged countless messages over the years, many of which contain the sort of embarrassing confessions that close girlfriends would share. At times when their feelings for Fuminori grew too strong to contain, Yo often put them into words for Omi to read. Did Omi put a password on her phone? Even if she had, the person who sent the message was obviously able to unlock it, which means that whoever it is has full access to her history. Do you want to know about Sakisaka Fuminori? Yo reads the strange message one more time. Whoever sent it must believe that Yo is an interest to Fuminori. Has an interest in Fuminori. Hi, Box. The phone rings again, startling Yo, but she quickly recovers and looks at the screen. There's no title, and the sender is still Omi. I'll tell you everything when we meet. Come alone. Tell no one. It's not Omi. She would never try to scare Yo with such a mean-spirited prank. Anxiety has brought Yo almost to tears. Her mind isn't made to deal with this. Who is using Omi's phone and promising to reveal Fuminori's secrets? Who? Who? Yo desperately wants advice from Koji, from anyone. She even starts to dial Koji's cell, but sudden suspicion stops her. The sender might be somewhere nearby, watching her at this very moment. A cold chill runs down her spine as she looks furtively around the cafeteria. Come alone, tell no one. The lifeless characters on the screen are like a knife against her throat. However, Yo clutches her phone and forces her heart to stop pounding. Isn't this cowardice exactly what she hates the most about herself? Doesn't she want to know what she's capable of? Doesn't she want to get eaten by an amorphous blob? Yo realizes that her hand is still shaking. How easy it would be to just give in to her cowardice, to convince herself that Omi and Fuminori are beyond her reach. That is what she truly wants. Even if it means abandoning dignity and loyalty, she wants to flee from the unknown. But she also knows that even escape is beyond her. Yo understands herself well. She knows that no matter how far she runs, regret and self-loathing will consume her after everything else has fallen apart. Girl, please. In the end, Yo is unable to overcome her cowardice alone. She lacks both the willpower and the courage to run. Meaning? The afternoon silence is somehow forbidding. A stink is in the air, the stink of garbage left out to rot. Even this perfectly normal residential neighborhood seems ominous to Yo in her current state. She feels like she's standing in the middle of a necropolis, as if everyone in the house around her is dead. Yo pushes her fear aside, presses the buzzer on the Sakisaka house's front gate. Fuminori wasn't in class today. Is he home? He couldn't have sent awful messages. Those awful messages, could he? She doesn't even want to consider the possibility, so she forces the unwelcome through her mind. There's no response from the intercom. Yo doesn't know, of course, that Omi stood in the same spot 1 week ago, staring at their silent intercom with the same confusion that Yo is experiencing now. She, however, is not forced to wait as Yomi was. The phone in her pocket rings, catching her off guard. It's another text message from Omi's phone. Come in, the door is open. Is this Saya doing this? Yo looks around quickly, a shiver running through her as she realizes that she's being watched. Searching fearfully for her observer, Yo spots movement out of the corner of her eye. On the second floor of the Sakisaka house, a tightly drawn window curtain was fluttered. The person who sent the messages is inside of the house. Only now does Yo realize that every other window has its storm shutters closed. No matter what happens inside, no one will ever know. This time, she nearly gives in to the intense urge to flee. But the terror she feels towards her invisible watcher is stronger, and will not permit her turn her back upon the open window. She has nowhere to run. Yo bursts into tears, unable to take a single step. The phone in her hand rings again, demanding that she enter. She steps through the gate. When she enters the house, an overwhelming stench assaults her nostrils. The house is dark, even if though it is the middle of the day. Fuminori must be out, and his shoes are not in the vestibule. However, Yo catches the sight of a different pair stuffed behind the shoe cupboard. They look familiar. She pulls them out of the shadows for a closer look. As soon as she recognizes them, her mind tries to desperately deny reality. They're identical to Omi's favorite shoes. Why would you not dispose of those fucking shoes? Yo has seen her wearing them many times before. But that doesn't mean Omi is here, she tells herself. They might belong to someone else. Someone who bought the same shoes from the same store. There's no way Omi could be here, is there? Shh! Chat! Shush! No spoilers! Let me be flashbanged! With a sudden flash of clarity, Yo presses the most frequently used speed dial button on the phone in her tightly clenched fist. The phone dials Omi's number. It takes only a second for the signal to reach the nearest relay station, and then... Oh, Jesus. Familiar ringtone echoes through the house. It's coming from the second floor. Someone must still be up there in the room with the moving curtains. Omi's phone rings for just a few moments, and then it stops. As whoever's holding it realizes Yo's intentions, For the first time, Yo feels the definite presence of her formless
誰です
guide.
か？
Who's there? She gathers her courage and calls out into the house, but there's no response. Whoever it is must not want to be seen. Swallowing hard, Yo walks down the hallway to the staircase. Maybe it's Omi. Maybe it's Fuminori. Surely it's just the two of them playing a prank on her. Koji might even be here with them. Oh man. Yo's mind fills with comforting images of her friends. She needs to believe that there is still hope, otherwise she cannot take another
お
step.
みちゃんだよね。咲坂くんだよね。
Is that you, Omi? Fuminori, are you there? Oh dear god. As she climbs the stairs one by one, Yo calls out in a voice choked with tears. When they see her sobbing, they'll probably laugh at her. Let them. It would be the happiest moment of her life. She just wants this torment to end. She tries to move faster, but her trembling legs will not let her. With each agonizing second that passes, she begs for the release from this nightmare. I need to blow my nose. After climbing for what seems an eternity, Yo finds herself standing in the second floor hallway. No sound greets her. There's only the gloom brimming with silent
おみ
malice.
ちゃん。おみちゃん。
Omi? Omi, are you there? She shuffles forward, calling out in a weak
出て
voice.
きてよ。お願いだよ。こんなの。もう。やだよ。
Come out already, please. I can't take this anymore. The door in front of her is half open. It must lead to the room that overlooks the front gate. Yo watches helplessly from a corner of her mind as her body, seeming to move on its own volition, slowly opens the door. Ew! The room is empty. The damp, stinking air clings to Yo's skin. Why is this fucking visual novel so stinky? Please, stop this. She's at her limit, unable to take a single step more. Her spirit has been utterly crushed. This is the work of Picasso! Perhaps this is the moment where her tormentor was waiting for. Boobs! Boobs! Boobies! Oh, fuck. Hey! I don't know if I'm gonna get banned for this. Oh! Yep! I can't fucking censor it on my end! God fucking damn it! Boobs! Something grabs Yo's arm from behind her, flexible and strong like slime-covered rubber, and as the thing behind her binds her sorry, the fucking boobs are distracting me. Yo screams at the top of her lungs, amazed that she still has the strength to do so, responding to her distress cry. Okay, alright, that's cool. I'm very happy for you. Okay. Sorry, I just don't want to get fucking banned. Suddenly, the thing pulls away. Why'd she grab her titties, though? Why'd she grab the titties, though? I thought the fucking thing would censor the whole screen. I was incorrect. I was very incorrect. Oh my fucking god. The creature that grabbed her is still there, lurking in a dark corner of the room. Why the titties, though? Why, though? She can feel it watching her, but she can't bring herself to turn around. She knows that seeing it will likely destroy the last vestiges of her own sanity. If we needed to sell this game to gooners, the game would be 90% pornography, which it is not. From close by comes the beep of buttons being pressed. Yo hears a cheerful electronic sound, terribly out of place in this room, and sees the phone in front of her. And her hand blinked coldly. A new text message has arrived. She is powerless to stop herself from reading the characters on the screen. You're pretty, and your breasts are so big and soft. I bet they're good for attracting males! Oh, Saya. Now that she has her answer, the messages from Omi's phone were sent by that thing that just mauled her breasts! God! Yo curls into a tiny sobbing ball, unable to raise her voice or even move. Oh God, please save me! The creature makes a burbling sound. Yo somehow understands that he's laughing at her. That must be how you tempted Fuminori. You tried to steal him from me, didn't you? Thief. Okay! Something cold seizes Yo's ankles and travels slowly up her legs until it has covered her entire lower body. Some primal female instinct tells her exactly what's going to happen. She will be raped, powerless to resist a fate worse than death. Why would you... What? Are you trying to prove a point? Saya, what are you fucking doing? But why? I don't fucking know! Stop, she pleads feebly, even though there is no hope that the inhuman creature will be merciful. No, not that! She hears its bubbling laughter again. The thing is enjoying her sorrow, her despair. Yo no longer has the strength to resist the monster on top of her. She is only able to shiver in revulsion as the cold, slimy thing covers her body. Her sight grows dim as her mind sinks deeper and deeper into a black swamp-like abyss. Oh wait, push- technically speaking, this is Yuri, I guess! In the most fucked up way possible. A weight pushes itself between her legs, but it seems so far away. Jesus fucking Christmas. I won't kill you. Though her mind is now barely functioning, Yo hears a voice whisper to the inside of her head. It's a girl's voice, sweet and sinister with the cruel innocence of a child gleefully plucking the wings from butterflies. Instead, I'll let you share in our happiness. Rejoice, Yo! We'll love you to death! The voice is a stark contrast to the unyielding strength that lies irresistibility into Yo's core. The pain is sharp and savage, greater than anything she has ever felt before. It should be unbearable, but there is no longer enough left in Yo's mind to recognize it as pain. Oh. While she stares blankly at the thing slithering deeper and deeper into her body, an idle thought floats through her fading consciousness. Is she just, like, absolutely decimating her insides? I've still never been kissed, have I? Huh? Okay! Back to our regularly scheduled program! Yay! Woo! It has begun to it has begun to snow by the time they pass on the Tokyo Expressway.
下が雪道になってなきゃいいがな。
I hope the roads aren't snowed out, Koji says. Oh, fucking Christ. In the passenger seat, Fuminori is gazing out the frosted window in silence. He's been like in this trance-like state for almost an hour now. Taking advantage of his inattention, Koji stares unabashedly at Fuminori from the corner of his eye. He still doesn't understand the danger signals that he's been getting from the man. Fuminori has stopped avoiding Koji. And he's even looking at him in the eye when he talks. So why does he seem even more distant now than he did from when he was trying to push his friends away? Fucking A. Fuminori's posture is notably relaxed, but his gaze never wavers. Not even for a moment, as if though he is focused on a clearly defined future that he has chosen to bring about. One that has no plans for the needs or wants of others. Right now, Fuminori is complete. Koji cannot help but feel that beneath its bland exterior, there's a core of solid steel that has no one can touch.
だけどな。
About Omi, Koji said, suddenly trying to gauge Fuminori's reaction.
いなくなって今日で1週間になる。まだ何の連絡もない。
It's been a week since he last disappeared. And we still haven't heard from her, sorry.
そう
Oh, Fuminori replies curtly, while staring into the
心配だね
distance.
どうしたんだろ
That's not good. I wonder what happened to her.
もう一度聞くが、お前何か思い当たる節はないか？
Fuminori's tone is completely emotionless. Koji might as well have asked him about the weather or the condition of the mountain roads near the destination. I asked you this before, but you're sure you don't have any idea what happened to her?
ういや全然
No clue. Fuminori answers in exactly the same tone that he used when Koji first questioned him following Omi's
まるで気に
disappearance.
かけてないみたいだな。
Koji's eyes narrow. It's like you don't give a shit.
そんなことないさ
That's not true. Finally, Fuminori shows him some emotion. He sounds hurt, like he can't believe Koji thinks of such a
彼
thing.
女僕の家に来る途中でいなくなったんだろもちろん僕だって心配だよ
She disappeared on the way to my place, didn't she? Of course I'm worried. Sudden frustration wells up inside of Koji. If possible, he'd like nothing more than to beat the secrets out of Fuminori's head. Koji's words sick about Omi. To have his concern brushed off so coldly would be unbearable coming from a complete stranger. But from Fuminori, who was his best friend, it's... Fuminori never used to be this callous. Even if Koji tried to interrogate him, he'd probably never find out what changed him so. Have a good one, Master. Thank you for stopping by. If Fuminori still were still just hiding inside the shell he erected around himself after the accident, Koji might have been able to get some answer out of him. With this slight evasive Fuminori, however, there's nothing Koji can do. Fuminori will never reveal his true intentions, not to anyone. All that's left, then, is for Koji to discover the truth on his own.
近江はな、筑波のことでお前に話があったんだ。
Omi was gonna talk to you about Tsukuba, you know. Oh. Fuminori smiles bitterly at the mention of Tsukuba's name, perhaps feeling sympathy for her pain. To Koji, however, it seems like pity. The sort one directs at an ant or a worm.
筑波さんか参ったねまああんなことがあった後だからさ最近声がかけづらくて
I wouldn't know what to say, to be honest. It's been hard to talk to her after what happened. Unbelievable! If Fuminori's feelings for Yo were really this cold, then he would have rejected her when she first confessed to him. But he didn't, or at least the Fuminori before the accident didn't. Once again, Koji can't help but wonder if this man who looks like his friend is really a different person who only possesses the memories of Hisaka Fuminori. The snow has stopped falling. When they get off the West Nasu Flats interchange, this area must already be getting a lot of snow. However, the nearby mountains are covered in white beneath the trees. Feeling of yogurt. Shut the fuck up. By the time they turn off by the highway and enter the mountains, road conditions are already bad enough for Koji to regret having forgotten tire chains. Nevertheless, he continues to power his car up the precarious slopes with only a road map to guide him. In places like this, an address isn't enough to pinpoint a location. His only choice is to drive down every road, including private roads that aren't even on the map, while searching for something that matches the photograph.
本当にこんな場所に別荘なんてあるのか?
Who would buy a home in a place like this?
人目につかないところだからこそ、大貝教授は気に入ったはずなんだ。
It's far from prying eyes. Must be why Dr. Ogai chose it. The more he hears about Ogai, the less Koji wants to meet him. Fuminori is the one who spots the narrow road half hidden in the trees. It's practically an animal trail, overgrown with weeds that are tall and strong enough to withstand the weight of the snow.
これ本当に道か?
Is this really a road? Koji stops the car and sticks his head out of the window to stare into the dark forest, but he can't see where the path leads through the tightly packed
写
trees.
真だとどう見える?
How does it look to you? Fuminori hands Koji the photo, which he compares to the mountain ridge visible beyond the
なるほ
trees.
どな。アングルは間違いない。
Yeah, that's definitely the right
行
angle.
ってみよう。
Let's check it out. Fuminori's tone is as flat as always, but there is a quiet intensity in his voice that leaves no room for argument. Although Koji is worried that his car's suspension won't be able to handle the terrain, there's no turning back now. He shifts into second gear and starts down the frozen road. The sun sets early at high altitudes. As the car creeps up the mountain path, Koji catches glimpses through the trees of the gradually darkening sky. The forest is completely still with no sound to save the rumble from the car's engine. Save for the rumble of the car's engine! And the crackle of snow and the bush beneath its tires. Fuminori is once again staring silently through the front window. Blah, blah, blah. Hi. In the ominous silence, Koji feels the same faint chill that he felt when standing before Ogai's suburban home. It feels wrong. As though he is traveling deeper and deeper into a world not his own. After some time, a blocky shape suddenly appears amid the trees, standing out against the twilight sky. Koji turns off the engine and compares the structure in front of him to the picture in his hand, a perfect match. Before he can tell Fuminori, however, his friend is already out of the car.
Oi!
Damn it. Realizing that it's pointless to call to him, Koji shakes his head, grabs a flashlight from the glove compartment, and follows Fuminori across the snow-covered yard. The photo must have not been taken recently, as the old rundown cabin before them has nearly been left to the mercy of the elements for some time. The front door appears to be locked, but Fuminori kicks it down without a second thought. Koji just watches, knowing that nothing he could say would matter. Jesus Christ. All the windows are shut with heavy curtains, and the gloom inside is thick and stifling. Fuminori turns on his own flashlight and starts rummaging through the cabin without regard of the owner's privacy. Koji's reluctant to do the same, but it is obvious that this mountain retreat has been abandoned for some time. Just like the house in Tokyo, there's no point in being considerate now. He goes to search a different room. Soon after entering the cabin, however, he realizes that their search is meaningless. There's nothing inside but the bare necessities of life. Some rooms are even completely empty, save for a thick layer of dust on the floor. Of what few pieces of furniture are present, more than a half appear to have never been used. There's an empty chest of drawers without a single scratch or handprint, but bearing the Telltale signs of mold and moisture damage. The condition of the cabin is eerie, though in a different way than the filthiness of the house in the city. It's like someone put together a mock-up of a home and left it to decay. The only signs that someone lived here are found in the toilet, the bath, the kitchen, and the bedroom. It appears that the cabin was never used for anything but eating and sleeping. Huh. Beneath the darkened sky, the snow itself seemed to glow with a cold white light. The scene is like something out of a fairy tale, but to Koji it serves as only an unpleasant reminder that he has stepped outside of the reality he knows. Next to the front porch is a plain wooden door, half buried in the ground. It's locked, of course. But Koji sees no reason for restraint after what Fuminori did to the front door. The door offers surprisingly little resistance to Koji's heavy kick, breaking open to reveal a set of concrete stairs leading down a pitch-black basement. Oh god. Koji would prefer to leave such a forbidding place to Fuminori, but it's not like he could just ask him to take his place. He descends into chilly darkness, the beam of his flashlight leading the way. There turns out to be nothing in the basement but a storage room and a boiler. Exactly what one would expect to find in an isolated mountain cabin. A few packages of preserved food sitting on the shelves have long since passed their expiration dates, and the boiler doesn't appear to have been used in years. Blech. Koji guesses that Ogai's mountain home has been abandoned longer than the house in Tokyo. Was Fuminori simply mistaken when he said that Ogai might be here? Or was he lying from the beginning? Not sure what to do next, Koji goes back up to the stairs and walks around the outside of the cabin, and there he finds the backyard. It's in much worse condition from the front yard, having been mostly reclaimed by the forest. It must have been neglected even when the cabin was still in use. The remnants of woodshed lie in the yard, the mushrooms growing on it speaking to how much time has passed since its collapse. Next to the rotten logs, however, stands a circle of stone that has not yet succumbed to the elements. A well! Have a good look, Theo. The well has no bucket or pulley, and when Koji peers carefully into it, he sees that the water is no longer flowing. It's probably less than 10 meters deep, depending on how much mud is piled up inside. Koji's search of the cabin has revealed nothing of interest, inside or out. Leaning against the edge of the well, Koji wonders why Ogai bought this remote home deep in the mountains, and what he was doing in here. As far as Koji can tell, there is no sign that more than one person ever stayed here. It's far from prying eyes. Fuminori's words play back into Koji's head. Could this have been some sort of secret refuge? A place to remain hidden from the world? That would explain why there's nothing to suggest that whoever lived here did anything more than eat and sleep. Koji suddenly remembers the doctor he met yesterday at T University. Maybe he'd know something. He takes out his phone and calls up the number. There's barely any signal, but it manages to get through. Koji's hopes are soon dashed. However, when his call goes straight to Dr. Sanbo's voicemail, he considers calling back later, but realizes that it would be hard to talk to her with Fuminori around. Fuminori would not at all be pleased to learn that Koji and Yo went to see his doctor. Reagan, what the fuck? Hey, as long as you shower. Koji decides that he'd better tell the doctor what he can while he's still alone.
どうも、Tono Koji です。昨日はお世話になりました。
Hello, this is Tono Koji. Thank you for your help yesterday. Koji leaves a clear and concise message explaining that he went to Fuminori to Ogai's mountain retreat, giving the address and asking for confirmation that the property belongs to Ogai.
東京に戻ったらまたこちらから連絡します。では。
I'll call again when I get back to Tokyo. Goodbye. After hanging up, Koji thinks back to when their visit to the hospital is... Jesus fucking Christ. Thanks back to the visit to the hospital. Oh my god. Dr. Tonbo actually investigating like she had said she... Is Dr. Tonbo actually investigating like she said she would? Her reluctance to speak to Dr. Ogai is weighing on his mind. He talked to Yo about it on the way home, but they were unable to decide whether the doctor could really be trusted. Speaking of which, how is Yo doing? Koji hasn't seen her today. He didn't say a word to her about his trip to Tochigi, so she might be worried, especially so soon after Omi's disappearance. Hi, Kurvasi. Hello, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Welcome. I hope you had a good stream, bud. Hello, raiders. I am Bug. Me are Bug. Thinking to check up on her, Koji dials Yo's number and is surprised when it rings longer than it usually does. Did she forget her phone somewhere? How the fuck am I not following you? What the fuck? There we go. But yeah, this game is really fucked up. If you're, like, uncomfortable with, like, sexual themes and shit and, like, a lot of heavy gore, I suggest you skedaddle. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. It's nice to see you, bud. Yo, what the fuck? And just in time for some fucked up shit. The first thing Koji hears is a strange sound. It's not the signal interference, but some kind of wet, distorted noise. Like voiceless groans or perhaps sobs from someone far away. No, that's exactly what they are. The person on the other side is crying.
Tsukuba なのか?
Tsukuba, is that you? Oh, there. There's a response, but is it really Tsukuba's voice? It's too twisted with agony for Koji to tell. Panic surges through Koji as he realizes that something is terribly wrong. It's Koji. Is that you, Tsukuba? Where are you? After a short period of nothing but pain moans, words start coming through the speaker one by one as though each shakes an act of will. I was attacked by a monster and now... And now there's something wrong with my body. What? What happened? You're alright? Oh my god. Yo must be delirious because Koji can't understand a thing she's saying. Her gasps and wheezes, however, are enough to tell him that she's in unimaginable pain. I'm rotting away, my skin is melting. My ear just came off. She's not making any sense. Koji feels despair, sees his heart in an iron grip. What is happening to Yo now? 100 kilometers away! Only her voice gives any hint of where she's going through. There's nothing he can do for her. Help me, Koji. This is... Help me! This isn't how my fingers are supposed to look. Call for help, my brother, my good brother in Christ. Come on! Call the cops, Tsukuba, call for help! No, I can't let anyone see me like this. Yo suddenly breaks into a violent hacking cough as though trying to expel something filling her throat. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, she did. She really did. She should have called the police a long time ago. Hold on, 1 second. Ow. God, I fucking hate how long my nails are. They're not even fucking long, they're just sharp as shit. And yes, there is an ad break. There's an ad break. Loot, stop trying to fuck your cage. Stop. Stop it. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Why do you feel contempt over her? She didn't do anything. This bitch has done nothing wrong. She just decided to fucking, like, go to her house. Because someone was like, hey, yo, you should come over. There's totally nothing wrong here, by the way. Hee hee! Totally unsuspecting call, unsuspicious of any sort of activity. Oh my fucking god. Alright, since there is an ad break, I am going to do nothing for the time being. If only she had watched Tusk. Jesus Christ. I need to go piss real quick. I will be right back.
Alright, 1 second. Ow. God, I fucking hate how long my nails are. They're not even fucking long, they're just sharp as shit. And yes, there is an ad break. There's an ad break. Oh my god. 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 Oh my god
Haste has been expelled. Ahem. Which is what? Okay, fuck. Shit. Koji screams into the phone, his reason overwhelmed by unimaginable horror, which is why he is unable to react when the phone is suddenly knocked from his hand, and also why he didn't notice Fuminori sneaking up on him until it was too late. He knows something's wrong. No. What? Fuminori seizes Koji's lower jaw with his right hand, cutting off Koji's angry shout. Koji can hardly believe the strength of the smaller man's grip. His biggest mistake was leaning back against the well. There's nothing to grab onto as Fuminori pushes him backward over the edge. He can only flail his arms vainly against the air. What? Koji soon loses his balance entirely. He feels a terrifying weightlessness as the world spins before his eyes. Before he can realize that what has happened, his back strikes on something with tremendous force. Ow! My god! He thrashes wildly as cold, dirty water fills his mouth and freezes him to the core. Only when his fingers find the wall of the well is he able to regain his sense of direction and right within himself. That is fucking diabolical! Doing that shit in the middle of fucking winter, no less? Jesus! On his hands and knees in the mud, Koji vomits filthy water out of his lungs. He tries to shout, but it comes out as a hoarse groan, distorted by the echo in the cramped space. Wow! Fuminori's laughter, on the other hand, is as clear as a bell. Is 7TV working for you guys on my end? Because I can still feel I can still see the emotes just fine on my end. But I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Buh. Sorry for interrupting your call, he says scornfully. Here, I'll return this. So you can see that. Huh. Fuminori 7TV is working fine. Let me see it on my end. Hold on. Oh, I guess it's working on my end, too. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Nice, so I don't have to fucking do anything. Yay! Fuminori tosses Koji's phone into the well. Koji catches it just before it hits him in the face, but finds that the battery pack has been removed, rendering it useless. Okay. What the hell are you doing? This is no joke. It's a miracle that Koji is uninjured. He could have easily have broken his neck. And just because he's not hurt doesn't mean he's safe. Koji feels around the inside of the well, searching for something to hold on to, but the mud-covered stone offers no purchase. It's obvious that he won't be able to get out of this without help. Too bad that the fall didn't kill you. Now you have to freeze to death. You really have no luck, Koji. You can't be serious, Koji starts to say, but trails off as the pieces finally come together in his head. Today's sudden change in Fuminori's attitude, that smile that always seems somehow malevolent. Fuminori hasn't been smiling at Koji, but at the thought of his friend's death. Why? He can't wrap his head around this turn of events. Why would Fuminori try to kill him? Because he just found out something that you shouldn't have. True, Fuminori had wanted Koji to stay out of his business, but is that really a motive for murder? It's not that I needed you dead right now, exactly, but you might have become a trouble later on. So I figured I might as well take advantage of this remote location to, well...
ついでにって、お前、そんな理由で俺を。
Might as well, you're doing this on a whim. He sounds surprisingly calm for some reason.
死ぬのに理由の欲しいのか
Do you really need a reason to die? Fuminori replies coldly. He sounds truly amazed that Koji would ask such a thing.
何様のつもりだコージ人は何の理由もなく死ぬんだよ僕の両親がそうだったし僕も危うくそうなりかけた
Jesus H. Christ, man. What makes you so special, Koji? People die for no reason at all. My parents did, and I almost followed them.
そんなに理由が欲しいなら一人でじっくり考えないそこでなら時間はたっぷりあるだろう
You're crazy! Come up with your own reason, why don't you? You'll have plenty of time down there. Fuminori disappears from view, leaving Koji alone in the darkness with nothing to connect him from the outside world.
Fuminori! Oi! Fuminori!
People die when they are killed! Also, yeah, fucking 7TV is a pain in the ass when it comes to modding. It's the overlay, it's such a fucking shit. Koji shouts at the top of his lungs, knowing that beyond a shadow of a doubt if Fuminori leaves, all hope of rescue will vanish with him. No one will ever hear him calling for help from the bottom of this mountain as well.
つくばが大変なんだおいFuminori聞いてくれここから出してくれ
It's Tsukuba, she's in trouble! Hey Fuminori, listen, get me out of here! In his desperation, Koji no longer comprehends the futility of begging for mercy. No god or devil will answer him. His only hope is that Fuminori will have a change of heart. Praying for a miracle, he keeps calling Fuminori's name. Ha! I have depicted you as the worthless soy jack, and me as a Chad, walking away from the fucking well that I just pushed you into. Eventually, the sky grows as dark as the bottom of the well. Koji can no longer make it out of the edge of the opening, and he has long since lost track of how many hours he's been screaming. Jesus fucking Christ. Nevertheless, he continues to scream, for he knows that the despair silence brings will kill him. What in the fuck? I feel great! Jesus fucking Christ. The same feeling that you get when the last piece of a difficult puzzle slides smoothly into place. I have killed a man, and no one will ever know. It is a long way back to civilization, but neither the cold nor the exhaustion can ruin my good mood as I walk alone down the snow-covered mountain road. I was tempted to use Koji's car, but then I would have introduced a flawed plan. I don't want anyone to connect me to his disappearance. The plan formed in my mind the moment that I realized how remote the location was. Even if I couldn't find anything to lead me to Dr. Ogai, his absence would at least prove that the cabin had been utterly abandoned. In which case, it would be the perfect spot to take care of the problem. I knew coming all the way out to Togochi wouldn't be a waste of time. Look at this shit! I didn't even need to use the meat cleaver hidden under my jacket. A dry well is like fate itself provided me with a perfect setting. That idiot didn't even realize the danger he was in, and his phone call distracted him enough for me to take him by surprise. I like how he's not even questioning the phone call. Now one of the two people whose questions might have caused trouble for me and Saya has vanished from the face of the earth. All that's left is to eliminate the other. Yeah, your girlfriend's got you covered there on that fucking front, buddy. Tsukuba, yo, I mustn't underestimate her just because she's less aggressive than Koji. Even she would be able to see a connection between the disappearance of her two friends. I suppose I should be thankful that it was Yo to whom Koji was talking on the phone. If he'd reported our location to a third party, I'd have to track down and eliminate that person too. I'm a little worried about what they were discussing, but judging by how Koji was screaming into the phone, they probably weren't exchanging detailed information. Either way, it'd be better to get rid of Yo as soon as possible. Again, your girlfriend has got you covered, man. After walking all night long, I finally reached the Nasu Flats station just as the train starts running. Dear God, that's fucking nasty, bro! It only takes an hour to go back to Tokyo to the Limited Express. It's not enough time to rest, but I'm too wound up for that for that to matter. Besides, I don't want to waste my time thinking of a way to kill Yo. Using the cabin again would be too dangerous, and I'm not sure how I'd get her out of there in the first place. I just exploded in her face the other day. Phrasing. I doubt that she'll be as quick to trust me as Koji was, which means that it will be difficult to get her alone. I could ask Saya for her opinion, but even if I have some pride, I want to show her that I'm a man who can take care of business. Okay, man. Sure. Unfortunately, I'm unable to come up with anything before I get home. I suppose that I should be proud of having dealt with Koji, the immediate threat. The search for Dr. Ogai's cabin was a bust, with no trace of having been there, but I see no reason to be frustrated. Saya isn't all that concerned about the doctor's whereabouts, so looking for him is just something to satisfy my own curiosity.
Tadaima.
I'm home. It's morning, a half a day later and I normally get home, and the sound of Saya running down the stairs tells me just how impatient she was for my return. It makes me feel warm inside.
Okaeri, Fuminori! Welcome home, Fuminori!
Fuck! She throws her arms around my neck, her smile at least 20% brighter than usual.
遅くなってごめんな。いろいろ予定が変わったもんで。
Sorry, I'm late. There was a change of plans.
私の方ももうちょっとで準備が終わるとこ。
It's okay. I'm just about done with my preparations too.
準備
Preparations. Saya responds to my confusion with a mischievous smile.
ね、びっくりさせる準備。
I'm getting a surprise ready for you.
どういうこと？
まだ内緒。それ
Kind of surprise.
より疲れてるでしょ？お腹空いてる？それともお風呂？
That's a secret. Anyway, aren't you tired? Do you want to eat or take a bath first? I don't realize how hungry I am until Saya mentions it. I walked all night without a bite to eat, and now that my stomach's emptiness becomes painfully clear. However, I can't sit down to a leisurely meal while covered in the dirt and sweat of the road.
軽く何か口に入れて、それから風呂に入りたいな。
I'd like to grab a quick snack and get a long hot bath first.
そう言うと思って沸かしてあるよ、お風呂。一晩中外にいたんだもんね。寒かったでしょ。
Hi, Blink. Hello. Thank you for the 3 strokes. I thought you'd say that, so I got the bath ready for you. You must be cold after being out all night.
そりゃもう。
Yeah, I sure am. I'm amazed by Saya's foresight. She's always ready to give me what I want before I want it.
大変だったんだ。
It sounds like you had a hard time. While soaking in the bath together, I tell Saya about my adventure.
殺すのは思った以上に楽だったんだよ。ただ、帰り道がね。
He said that so candidly. Killing him was easier than I thought. The hard part was getting home. The heat of the bath is soothing, as is the destination. The destination, Jesus Christ. The sensation of Saya leaning back against my chest as she massages the fatigue out of my stiff leg muscles. Oh, I'm home. Contentment fills me. I don't even need to sleep or relieve my I don't even need to sleep to relieve my exhaustion. Who needs water when you can just bathe in your girlfriend? Jesus Christ. Just like the living room and the bedroom, the bathroom is painted in colors that Saya and I find pleasing. We've left the entrance hallway untouched just in case someone would see inside, so these 3 rooms are the only place I can relax in my own
こ
home.
の季節でも山の寒さは尋常じゃないね。薄着で行ったのはつくづく失敗だった。
It was cold in the mountains, even for winter. I should have worn heavier
夜
clothing.
中あたりを透視するんじゃないかってヒヤヒヤしたよ。
I was afraid I'd freeze to death when it got
そ
dark.
のコージって人の服も取り上げて重ね着してくればよかったのに。
Why didn't you take that Koji person's
おい
clothes?
おい、工事は井戸に落としたんだってば。着てた服も井戸の底だよ。
I pushed him into a well, remember? His clothes were the first with him at the bottom.
そっか。
Ah, yeah. Saya laughs and sticks her tongue out
で
bashfully.
あと心配なのがつくばよって女の人。
So now there's just that Tsukuba girl to worry
工
about.
事が消えたのと僕のことを結びつけて考えそうなのはそいつ一人だけだからね。
はい
彼女の
Yuki.
始末が終わったらやっと安心できるんだが。
She's the only person I can think of who can connect me to Koji's disappearance. After I can take care of her, I can finally relax.
その人の殺し方、もう文則は考えてあるの？
Have you already thought of a way to kill her?
それがまだなんだ。いろいろと考えたんだけどね。だからサヤの知恵も借りようかと思ってさ。
Isn't she already fucking dead, Saya? Why are you playing, girl? Well, yeah, I've been thinking about it, but I haven't come up with anything yet. I was hoping that you might have some ideas.
任せといて。
Leave it to me! Saya says, grinning with unusual
さやはね、
confidence.
文則が想像もつかないような方法を知ってるよ。もう解決したも同然なんだから。I've got ways you never dream of. It's good and done.
そうか。
Really?
さてと、もういい加減仕上がってる頃だし。
Okay, should be ready by now. Saya's voice is full of anticipation. She rises from the
いや、
bath.
文則、見てほしいものがあるんだ。Come on, 文則, I have something to show you. I killed your friend. 目をつぶって。私がいいって言うまで開いちゃダメ。わかった？
Close your eyes and don't open them until I say so. Okay, I can't do that fucking voice. What a beautiful, beautiful scenery. Okay. I have no idea what's going on, but I do as Saya says, and I close my eyes. She takes my hand and leads me up the stairs. As I wonder what she has in store for me, and the sound of crying reaches my ears, I stiffen.
サヤ、
In what way?
上に何かいるんじゃ。
Is someone there?
目を開けちゃダメ。
No peeking! She admonishes me, then strokes my arm soothingly.
危ないものじゃないから安心して。大丈夫。
Don't worry, there's no danger.
ああ。
Alright. Little by little, the crying grows louder. I can hear the misery and pain in every choked sob. At first, I'm amazed that Saya would let someone in our house after what happened 2 days ago, but then I realize that something is strange. Isn't Saya the only one whose voice can carry such clear emotion to me? Although my eyes are still closed when Saya leads me into the bedroom, my ears tell me that there is someone only a few feet away, and yet I smell none of the human body odor that normally turns my stomach.
さあ、ご対面。文則、目を開けて。
Oh my fucking god. I have nothing to censor this with. Tsukuba is curled onto the floor with not a scrap of clothing to cover her shivering body. When I first lay eyes upon her naked flesh, I am entranced by the sensuality of her generous proportions, far more mature than I would have expected from her usual pure innocent appearance. What? Wait, forget about that. Why is she in my bedroom naked? Dude! Oh my fucking god! Moreover, why is she...
文則、この子の体、どんな風に見える？
Well, how does she look to you?
でも、なんで僕にもちゃんと。
She's beautiful, but why can't I... Doesn't make sense. Oh, she deformed her! This is Tsukuba Yoi, remember, not the putrid creature whose attentions I found so unbearable after the incident. My senses recognize her as the human as she
この子
is.
ね、文則のことが好きだったんだって。
This girl loves you, you know. That's fair. That's fair, Reagan. I do know, but I've never told Saya. How did she find
だから
out?
私、この子の体を作り変えてあげたの。ちゃんと文則にも可愛がってもらえるような姿に。
So I decided to change her body into one that you can love back. Saya pauses to gauge my reaction, then continues with a satisfied
私も
nod.
同類にしてあげたの。
I made her like me!
どうやって？
What? How? I still don't understand why Saya chose Yo, but this last statement is even more baffling. She changed
ねえ
Yo?
文則、おとといも言ったでしょ？私には他の生き物の体に細工ができるんだって。
Don't you remember what I said the other day? I can mold the bodies of other living things. Yeah, I remember. She claimed to have done something to Suzumi's brain. I didn't doubt her sincerity then, but I suppose part of me thought she was exaggerating. I didn't see her handiwork firsthand.
隣のおじさんにしたような小細工じゃなくて、今回のは大掛かりな変換だったけど、でもこれが私の能力の本当の使い方なんだよ。
It was a big change this time, not like the little tweak I made to the man next door. But this is how my ability is really meant to be
実
used.
際にやってみたのはこれが初めてなんだけど。
This is my first time doing it though.
本当によ。
Is this really Yo? Yo finally notices my presence and turns her head to face me. I see a faint glimmer of recognition in her glassy, unfocused eyes. Her features are exactly as I remember them. Incredible. This is far beyond cosmetic surgery. Once a twisted creature unrecognizable as human, Yo is now the very image of human femininity. There is no similarity between what she was and what she is, which can only mean that she has become something utterly inhuman. According to Saya, she has become what Saya is.
人か人目の生態構造についてはね、さやはもうこの星で一番のエキスパートなの。いっぱい勉強したからね。
No one on this planet knows more about the biology of Homo sapiens more than I do, Saya declares, her voice full of pride for her creation. I've studied a lot.
勉強って何を誰から学んだんだ？
Studied?
いつどうやって？
Studied? How did you learn this? Who taught you? When? She couldn't have learned that from Dr. Ogai. No teacher on Earth could impart such knowledge or skill.
だって毎日海のりのを注ぎ込んでもらったじゃない。私の中に。
Come on, don't you remember what you've been giving me every night? Huh? Saya
あ
blushes.
れ、要は人間っていう生き物の設計図みたいなものだから。
That's like a blueprint for the human
私
body.
にはそれを読み解くことができるの。好きなようにいじることもね。
I can decipher it and then bend it to my will. What is she really? I've accepted that she isn't human, but there's more to her than that. Saya is something that far transcends my species.
でもね、やっぱり最初だったもんだから手際よくできなくって。
It was my first time though, so I might have messed up a little. When Saya approaches, Yo trembles and tries to crawl away, but is only able to flare her arms and legs wildly. It's like she doesn't know how to move in her own body. And the only sounds coming out of her mouth are frightened
喋れない
moans.
か？
She can't talk?
あいにく心の方は壊れちゃったみたい。
Yeah, Saya sighs in mild disappointment. I guess the change broke her mind.
なんだかんだで変身が終わるまで20時間もかかっちゃったから、ちょっとかわいそうなことしちゃったかな。かなり苦しかっただろうし。
I mean, it did take a whole 20 hours. She must have suffered a lot. I feel kind of bad. Yo looks up at me pleadingly, as though begging me to save her. She is no longer able to ask for help, though, or even call my name.
どう？気に入ってくれた？
Well, Saya asked, her eyes shining with anticipation. Do you like her? 20 fucking hours. I'm at a loss for how to respond. What do you mean, like her?
だってふみのり、友達や家族が欲しいって言ってたでしょ。だからこれはさやからのプレゼント。
You said you wanted family and friends, didn't you? That's why I got you this present. Her innocent explanation only confuses me further. Girl, I'm so
プ
lost.
レゼントっておいおい子犬か何かじゃあるまいし。
Present? Come on, she's not a dog.
似たようなもんだよ。どうせ頭の中なんて真っ白なんだから。
There's not much difference. Her head is totally empty. Just like me! I'm happy that Saya wants to please me, but how could she use a little more common... She could use a little bit more common sense.
間一人を監禁し続けるっていうのは多分かなり厄介なもんだと思うよ。
Okay, Demon, I understand that you're bewildered by the situation. Oh my god. It's not that. Holding a person captive is a lot harder than you might think.
大丈夫だよ。ほら、こうやって鎖で繋いであるし。
Don't worry about that. Look, I have her chained up. The only thing preventing Yo from being totally naked is a leather collar around her neck. I have no idea where Saya got it from, but it's the kind of dog collar that would be sold in any pet store. The chrome chain is fastened to one of the bedposts. Jesus fuck! Yo tries to get away again, but Saya sends her sprawling with a tug of the chain. Yo tumbles to the floor, squealing in pain. Her actions are those of an unintelligent animal, just as Saya said.
それにこの子、どっちみち逃げ出して何かしようとか、そういう難しいことはもうできないから。
She doesn't have the brains to escape or get help.
これでもう文則が心配することなんてないでしょ。
See, there's nothing for you to worry about. Saya has a point. I was racking my brain for a plan to kill Yo, but now my problem has been solved in a way that I would never imagined. If a normal person looks upon her now, they'll probably see no trace of the old Yo. And if she has no memories and can't even speak, then it's perfect. Saya has killed Yo without taking her life. Fucking awesome! And if Jesus Christ. Though there's still the problem of what she means by giving Yo to me.
嬉しくない？
You're not happy? Saya asked dejectedly, her confidence suddenly gone.
私、また何か勘違いしてた？文則のこと困らせちゃった？
Did I misunderstand again? Is this a problem for you?
この子の世話はちゃんと私が一人でやるよ。文則にめんどくさい思いなんてさせないよ。それでもダメ？
I can take good care of her all by myself. I won't let her make things difficult for you, so can she stay, please? That's not it. The last thing I want is to reject the symbol of Saya's affection. But how can I explain to Saya that I'm not trying to look at the naked woman writhing on the floor?
そういうことじゃない。
It's not that.
違うんだ。
Yo is the first human figure besides Saya that I've seen in the 3 months since that accident. And she's a woman positively glowing with voluptuous feminine beauty. Jude! Jesus, fuck! Of course I'm happy, but I also can't ignore the voice of reason that's telling me not to be.
嬉しいよ。嬉しいんだけど、素直に喜んでいいのかどうか。さやのことを思うとさ。
I'm happy, really, but if I show how pleased I am, I'm worried that you'll... Huh? Saya looks puzzled, as though she has absolutely no idea what I'm saying. What I'm getting at.
いや、だってほら、この子だって女の子だからさ。
Fucking Christ. I mean, look, she's still a girl, right?
僕がさやの他に別の女の子と一緒に暮らすっていうのは嫌じゃないのか。
Don't you balk at the thought of me living with another girl? Saya, consider this monogamy. After considering this briefly, Saya finally seems to understand what I'm trying to say.
そんな文則って考えすぎだよ。
Of course not, you worry too much. Does he really? Maybe I am worrying too much, although I'm pretty sure that I'm just showing the consideration that any man who's sworn his love to a woman would show. Or maybe Saya doesn't understand that a man faced with a woman's naked body can't help but react regardless of his feelings.
おかしい。本当に優しいんだね、文則。
Oh, you're so kind! Oh my fucking god.
そうか。
この子はね、文則のこと喜ばすためだけにさやが用意したの。
I only did this so she could
文
please
則
you.
がこの子のこと好きになって、この子と過ごすのを楽しいって思うようになってくれたら、それだけさやも嬉しいんだよ。
This has just gone from fucking bad to worse. If you enjoy her and enjoy spending time with her, then I'll be happy
それ
too.
遠慮するようなことじゃないよ。
You have nothing to be shy about.
こう言っちゃなんだが。
the author is a man. I hate to say this, but I struggle to find the right words to express my true
男って
feelings.
そうものすごく下劣な生き物だから
Men are, well, really depraved creatures
ほ
and
らヨウの体ってサヤの裸とはまた全然違う特徴があるだろう
I mean, Yo's body has features that yours doesn't,
これっ
right?
てサヤのこと好きだって思う気持ちとは全然別のところでその
Oh my
気をそそら
fucking
れるって
god. The level of cognitive dissonance in this man. So even though it's nothing like my love for you, I can't help but get aroused. With each word that I squeeze from my lips, Saya's grin grows wider and wider until she suddenly starts shaking with laughter.
わかるわかる。文則は男の子だからそれでいいの。正常な本能だよ。
I know, Saya exclaims jovially, patting my shoulder with one hand and wiping the tears from her eyes with the other. There's no reason to be ashamed of your natural male instincts. Are you sure about that? I asked Yen, as though trying to force her to say no. Saya answers me with a smile whose I have never seen before. It is calm, so terribly calm. And there's something bewitching about the soft set of her lips that sets apart from her usual bright, childish expression.
文則とさやは恋人同士。で、つくばようはそんな二人のペット。
You and I are lovers, and Tsukuba Yo is
こ
our
の子は
pet.
私と文則に可愛がられるたびにそのことを思い出すの。これから毎日ずーっとね。
Okay! She will be reminded of that when we play with her every day from now on. I finally know why Saya chose Yo, for the venom in her voice and smile does not escape me. Although she can no longer answer, if asked, Yo would surely have chosen death over this fate. And that is the very reason Saya visited it upon her. How wicked and terrible Saya is. Perhaps others would fear and loathe her. I, however, find her malevolence irresistibly calming, charming. The horrifying cruelty of what she has done to Yo is so very human. Huh? Though her shape may be different, her soul is the same as ours. When I look upon Yo's wretched form, I see the intensity and passion in Saya's love for me. For the flames that have consumed Yo are fueled by that very love. Oh my fucking god. Man. I find myself enthusiastically accepting Saya's
サヤは
present.
気に入ってるのかいこの
Oh
ペッ
my
トのこと
fucking god. Do you like this pet too?
とっても綺麗で触り心地もいいんだよ。
Yeah, she's very pretty and feels good to
そう
touch.
かじゃあ二人でこいつと遊ぶ時もサヤはサヤで楽しめるんだね僕が遠慮することはないね
So you'll enjoy playing with her too, right? I don't have to hold back, do
も
I?
ちろん。
Of course I will! Grinning happily, Saya grabs the chain and pulls Yo to her feet.
ねえ文則、触ってごらんよ。柔らかくて気持ちいいよ。
Try touching her, Fuminori! She's really nice and soft. Okay! As Yo looks up at me with teary, pleading eyes, I approach and let my gaze roam freely over her lush body and right breasts! Oh my fucking god, man. I run my fingers through her hair, finding it as smooth as Saya's. Enjoying the feel, I continue to caress Yo's head. Oh, I hate him. I hate him. Her fearful expression softens a little. Perhaps she remembers me in some part of her mind and believes even now that I will be kind to her. How foolish! Okay! We are skipping that! We are skipping that! Okay! Okay! Alright! I am going to fucking... gonna blow my nose again. Take a moment. But I was overreacting. Okay, I'm gonna slap you in the fucking chestnuts. I swear to God. Oh, boob jump scare. Once more with feeling. Yeah, baby. She must not have been sufficiently prepared, as her Joe stream is that of a dying animal. Man. In fact, it reminds me of how Suzumi screamed when I stabbed him with my knife.
辛そうだね。
Looks painful, Saya says, peering curiously at Yo's tear-streaked face.
気持ちいいこの子。
Oh my fucking god, man. Is she pleasing you?
まあ
You absolute sick fuck, Fuminori. You could say that. The hypnotic quivering of her thighs as she trembles beneath me. Her breaths heaving like storm-tossed ships. What? These sights and sensations are enough to stimulate my basest lusts. And the night has only just begun. Oh my fucking god, man. Later, as I lie in my bed, drained of energy, I consider what my life will be like from now on. Saya is resting in my arms. Yo is curled up on the floor. Jesus fucking Christ. Yesterday, I could have not imagined that the three of us would be a family. Oh yeah, family. That's a funny way to put it. A new home, new food, new family, all granted to me by Saya. She has selflessly led me from the brink of death to find new joy amid despair. And I too have changed. Yeah, no shit. I have killed 2 people with my own hands, and made a third my mindless slave. Yet despite all that I have done, I am still able to sleep peacefully. Hi, Green Tree. Having so much fun. Oh, without a doubt, I am no longer the Sakisaka Fuminori I once was. How far will Saya take me? What will I become? I feel somewhat unsure, though not discouraged about the unknown world in which we are heading. And so, while playing with Saya's hair, I asked,
一体何者なんだい
Saya, what are you? I don't expect an answer. If Saya's asleep or doesn't want to respond, I won't mind. Saya lifts her head, however, and draws my gaze into the deep pools of her
うま
eyes.
く言葉では説明しにくいんだけどね。
It's kind of hard to explain. She thinks for a while, searching for the right words to say, then says
タ
simply,
ンポポって花があるよね。種を風に乗せて飛ばすやつ。
You know the dandelion flower, the one that scatters its seeds on the wind?
綿毛の種は風に運ばれて、ふるさとから遠く遠く離れて、
The wind carries those fluffy seeds far, far from where they're
もし
born.
かしたら草木なんか一本も生えてない砂漠に落ちちゃうかもしれない。
What if one of them ends up in a desert where not even a single blade of grass is
そんな時
growing?
たった一粒のその種が何を思うか。
If you can imagine how that lone seed will
それを
feel,
想像してくれれば分かってもらえるかもしれない。
then you might be able to
私の
understand
こと。
me. As I consider Saya's answer, she continues her story.
種はもちろん草の種だからね。その気になって頑張れば砂漠を砂漠じゃなくしてしまえる。
That's not really an explanation! That seed is still a baby flower. If it does its best, it can turn even a desert into a garden.
ただ一粒だけの種でももしかしたら頑張ろうって思うようになるかもしれない。
Maybe that little seed will decide to thrive.
頑張って育って増えていつかこの土地が一面のタンポポ畑になるまで頑張ろうってそう思うかもしれない。
Maybe it will decide to grow and multiply so that it can turn the whole desert into a field of
そんな
dandelions.
風にタンポポの種が心を決めるとしたらどんな時だと思う？
What do you think can give it the strength to do
それ
so?
は
There's thunder! What the fuck? What? I whisper entranced. Saya smiles softly and caresses my cheek.
それはね、その砂漠にたった一人だけでも花を愛してくれる人がいるって知った時、
All it needs is to be loved by just one person in the whole
タンポポ
desert.
の花は綺麗だねって種に話しかけてくれた時、
All it needs is to be told how pretty dandelions are. The loving touch of her slender fingers fills me with peace and
あな
joy.
たのこと
I
大
love
好き。ずっ
I love you. I pull her into my chest, nodding silently.
とそばにいて。いつ
Stay
ま
with
で
me
も
forever. Never leave my side.
私の隣に。
ああ、もちろん。
I promise! Basking in the soft warmth of our love for each other, we sink into the oblivion of sleep. Ah, yes. He has been buried alive. His world is the silence and cold of the grave. Ever since his voice gave out and he lost the strength to scream, no coherent thought has passed through Koji's mind. Perhaps this is his brain's way of protecting him from his despair. Jesus Christ. Instead, he dreams. Images flash before his eyes, random, unconnected scenes from his 20 years of life. Damn! Only 20? Not all are of happy times. There are sad, painful memories as well. But even these are pleasantly warm compared to the death that is now encroaching upon him. He dreams of mountains. His older brother once took him hunting for insects. When he was a child, they sealed their caught butterflies in a plastic bag, only to later find themselves holding a bag of tiny corpses. He dreams of his lover. They met at a mixer, where he had been the only one to realize that she couldn't hold her liquor. After she'd had too much to drink, he looked after her while she vomited on the back alley. They toasted each other with canned juice, and then he dreams that he is diving into a black sea. When he reaches the bottom, he looks up to see the moon shining through the surface of the water. As he gazes up at the circle of the light, entranced by its roundness and brilliance, a distant rumbling of an engine reaches his ears. Something still conscious within him tells him that his dream is wrong. Have I ever gone diving at night before? The dots begin to connect in his mind, forming a barrier to separate his dreams from reality. What is bothering him? Of course, the sound. Someone fucking found him! Of course, the sound. The engine noise gradually fades to a low idling, then abruptly gives way to silence, followed by the sound of a door opening and closing. This isn't a dream. These sounds are real. Understanding comes like a sudden blow. This isn't the bottom of the sea, and the circle of light isn't the moon. It's the mouth of the well. The sun has finally risen, and someone is right outside with a car. Fuck. What the fuck? The last piece falls into place, and he becomes Tono Koji once more. Help! Koji shouts, surprised by how easily his voice emerges. His desperation blocks out the pain of his raw throat. Hey, I'm down here, in the well, help me! He keeps screaming with all his might. Soon the echoes from his in the cramped well become deafening, and he is no longer certain if his screams have meaning, or if he's just howling wordlessly. Nevertheless, he continues. His only desire is to be heard, lest he die forgotten at the bottom of this well. Koji's wait is not long, but even a minute feels like an eternity on the edge of despair. Soon the circle of light above him is partially eclipsed by the silhouette of a person staring down at the well.
生きてるのか
Tono, are you alive down there? A woman's voice. Koji has heard it somewhere before, but for some reason cannot remember to who it belongs. What the fuck?
ちょっと待ってろすぐに助ける
Just hold on, I'll get you out. The silhouette vanishes, restoring the light to a perfect circle. Fear of being left alone again threatens to send Koji into a panic, but his reason has recovered enough to resist. She said she's going to get me out. I haven't been abandoned. While waiting, he gingerly tests his body, which he had forgotten all about until now. His joints ache, and his fingers and toes are numb, but though exhausted, he's still in one piece. After some time, the silhouette reappears to the top of the well.
君怪我はないか自力でロープを登れるか
Jesus fucking Christ. Are you hurt? Can you climb up a rope on your own?
ちょっとそれは。
No, I don't think so. Koji lacks the confidence to attempt such a feat. His frozen fingers can barely move.
ああ仕方あるまい一旦私もそっちに降りる
Oh well, I'm coming down. After a brief pause, the owner of the voice tosses a knotted climbing rope into the well. He grabs the rope as soon as it reaches him. The rough threads bite into his palm, and relief nearly overwhelms him at the same sensation. This is really happening. He's really safe. Now that he's free from despair, questions leap from the forefront of his mind. First among them, who is his savior? The rope shakes as the woman climbs carefully down. The beam from the floodlight slung over her shoulder, pushing back the shadow cast by her body. Soon she is standing in the same mud as Koji, and he finds himself face to face with the doctor.
他の誰かを期待したかい
I'm not even remotely surprised. Were you expecting someone else? Koji indeed had not imagined that his savior would turn out to be Dr. Tanbo Ryoko. Of course, it took him a moment to recognize her. Instead of a white gown and tight shirt, she is wearing a heavy leather coat, denim jeans, and boots with no heel. She must have expected a hike through the mountains. Best girl is here. Her light is a blocky, all-purpose type featuring side-mounted fluorescent runners in addition to the main floodlight, survival gear, and professional grade by the look of it.
ひどいありさまだな
You
ほらこ
look
れ
awful. Dr. Tanbo says wryly as she gives Koji a once-over. Here, drink this.
Help me, doctor! I'm stuck! I'm stuck!
Oh my fucking god. Okay. I think I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Because I am fucking tired. Oh my god. And it's raining. I'm getting fucking sleepy. I'm gonna raid somebody.
I'm gonna raid somebody!
I would continue going, but I am fucking exhausted. I am exhausted. And exhausting too. This is true. Oh man. Okay, let's see. Whomst is fucking I'm gonna hit back Mal for the raid she gave me yesterday. Alright. I'm gonna crawl into bed now. Thank you guys for stopping by. That was a lot. That was a lot. I'm invested still, despite the fucked up nature of this. That was a lot. That was a lot to take in. A lot to process. But I will be continuing this game. Yes, I will be continuing it. Anyways, I am going to head out. I appreciate you guys stopping by once again. And I will see you... I think I'm gonna stream Friday.